We are live.
Oh, here we go. Right on. Well, welcome to Autumn Gold Curling Classic. We are here in Okotoks, Alberta, Canada at the Okotoks Curling Club for the A final qualifier between a Battle of BC, Team Brown and Team Reese-Hansen. My name is James Runge, and I am here with the party man himself, Mr. Tyler Tardy. What's up, Tardy Party?
Living the dream. Man, you got a very recognizable TV voice, so.
Oh, God. Is that in a good way or a bad way?
Oh, yeah. Big time. You're the top dog.
I don't know. You're the one that's living the life, you said, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Everyone wants to be a little bit of a Tyler Tardy, right?
That is not the role model you got to be looking for, so.
I don't know. You are the social media curling rock star right now, folks. So we've got A-list celebrity calling this a qualifier game, and then I'm just here along for the ride to see what Tardy does during this commentary. Qualifier.
Roll it. Hard roll. Really good. Good throw.
Yeah. A final qualifier. Yeah. You're good.
It's all good. Well, Tyler, this is, like you said, it's a Battle of BC. You're a little familiar with BC curling, obviously, right?
Yeah, I grew up with both of these teams, and I think Corryn was kind of always the team on the brink for the last couple of years, but seems like this year, in my opinion, they're starting to make that big jump. They were always kind of on the bubble, but this year they're looking very impressive so far at the start of the season.
Yeah, coming off a really good event here in Calgary at the points bet, making the final, and coming up just a little light against Homan in the final, but as everyone seems to be doing anyway, so no harm in that loss. But like you said, turning the season around and kind of peaking, getting ready at the right time going into the trials.
Yeah, for sure. And Taylor Reese-Hansen is no slouch either. She herself is playing quite phenomenal from what I've seen this week, and she's kind of having a breakthrough year, and she's had a lot of success with Corey Chester in mixed doubles in the last couple of years, and it's starting to show in the ladies game as well for her. And it's going to be a very interesting BC provincials for the Scotties berth this year with Taylor Reese-Hansen Brown and why am I blanking? The last. There's another big one.
McMillan.
Thank you, McMillan. Of course.
We got you, Caleb.
Yeah.
Don't worry. We're not ignoring you.
Yeah,
McMillan.
sorry, guys.
We still got you.
Yeah, so that's going to be very, very interesting. Kind of any of those three teams. I wouldn't be surprised to see any of those two matchups in the final, and that's going to be a very exciting one to watch this year.
For sure. This could be, like you said, a little bit of a preview to a BC final coming up at the start of 2026, so things to look forward to.
Yeah. 10-9.
What are you looking for in this game, Tyler? If there we see Corryn Brown getting ready to throw some rocks here, what do you think there is a little bit of a key to success for Team Brown on this game?
For Brown, my fiance Des obviously played with them for quite some time, so I've seen a lot of their games. Obviously a little bit different of a lineup than it was, but I think even from what we've seen so far early this season, they're doing really, really well with an aggressive style of play. A lot of rocks, and they're having a lot of success with that. So, yeah, I think they just need to keep on teams, and they're going to see a lot of success with that style of play for them.
You kind of think they're got to roll with a little bit of the experience factor in these kind of games now. Like you said, coming off the final at PointsBet and the back end of Corryn and Aaron being really, really strong. If that back end can dominate this game, that probably gives them advantage looking to win this game. If the back end plays well.
And it's a lot easier to win when you're already winning. So they've been doing a lot of that lately, and yeah, so
can that be the perfect meme quote right there? It's a lot easier to win when you're winning. Makes sense, yeah. It's pretty hard to keep winning when you're losing.
Yeah, and I can tell from experience last year with my team, we were having some struggles, and yeah, it's a lot harder to win when you're losing. So
Tyler, we're not throwing you under the bus.
No, not at all. But I'm always going to be very honest. So
that's why we have an A-list celebrity doing commentary. He's always honest. That's what we want to hear here. All right, let's see what Reese-Hansen's got here to clean up the front here. So Corryn now calling, just tuck another one around those two staggered guards in the front there, Tyler.
Fighting a little bit.
Yeah, have the option to kind of double peel, but if you don't clip that one in the house, it's kind of an auto deuce, assuming the other team makes all their shots. So definitely want to kind of jump on them here and yeah, stick to that aggressive gameplay that's been working so well for them.
Yeah, they're kind of riding that hot hand, like you said. So good momentum going into the game. And obviously undefeated here in Okotoks so far, playing the qualifier.
Where? No. Go here. T-line. We're not that deep. T-line.
A little deeper than they originally called there.
Go, Sarah. Go, Sarah.
At the audible there.
Very good. Yeah. 14-5.
Well, if you're Taylor Reese-Hansen and her team, Tyler, what's your key to try to get a win victory here over a provincial rival?
Yeah, I mean, I think they're playing really well, solid curling, and I think I haven't watched a whole lot of their games compared to how much I've seen Team Brown play, but from what I've seen, you know, they took down Team Tiernzoni, which is nobody does that by accident. So that's obviously very impressive, and I think just looking at kind of their games, they're managing the scoreboard really well. All their games are never blowouts. They're smart and tight games, so they're just beating teams in tight games, and if you can do that, you're gonna win a lot of games this season if they can keep that up.
Tucking around here.
Sit. Okay. Same.
That a little deep though again. Good call on Reese-Hansen, like you said. Tyler, they've had a pretty obviously successful in this event, but not just to make the A qualifier. They've been kind of the team upset in every one of their games, knocking off Sturmey in their first one, and then Tiernzoni, and then Morrison. You've already taken out 2 teams that are going to the Olympics. That's something to already hang your hat on as a young next-gen team. Knocking off 2 teams heading to Italy in a couple months, they are riding a hot hand as well. And when you're kind of the upset team and you're playing with nothing really to lose, it kind of helps make winning a little bit easier sometimes when you're not facing it?
Yeah, yes and no. I think more so as they're starting to get their breakout year.
Yeah.
I kind of remember the first time I beat like a team I considered kind of upper echelon. It was hard, and it didn't like we got laughed off the ice a couple times because we were getting the wheels just beat off of us. But after the first one, I feel like they start to come a lot more. Just get that confidence that you can beat some of those big teams, and now that they kind of got that monkey off their back with some of these big names that they're knocking off, I think they're going to start coming a lot more.
Well, that's an important point too there. You can kind of learn from the losses, as they say, especially when you're up and coming and transitioning out of the junior years to the women or men's ranks. Those losses, even the tough ones, still something that you get out of it, right?
Bit of a mistake there, and this is kind of going to be the turning point to see if they're going to be all over them or not. This is a big shot. If you make this, you're probably going to have a really good look at 3, unless they make some sort of chase tap, which is by no means a fun shot to play in the first end. So yeah, if they can take advantage of this one here, it's going to be tough sledding for Team Brown.
With hammer.
Curl. Back 12. Curl. Whoa, clean. Whoa. Back 12. Curl. Straight. Whoa.
Still not a bad result. Very good look at a 2 for sure.
Good weight. Sorry. How much do you have of this?
You heard Taylor come down and talk about the weight on that shot.
What's that? Yeah. A third. I think the weight would have been good, but you need to get a little more I got scared out of my hand, though. I was like, this feels like it's way up there. Just to get more ice.
Backpedaling a bit here. Why I was blanking on who the 3rd BC team was. I don't think the McMillan team is currently under the residency of BC. So I think they actually have an option to kind of go 2 different routes depending on where one of their players is living. So to save myself from the embarrassment of forgetting who the last team was, it's because we don't actually know who the third team is quite yet. But if it's McMillan, then obviously that will be one of the top 3.
Is that Tyler sitting on his phone here in the booth getting messages saying, don't make your errors like this? Put your phone down, right, Tyler? Just kidding. He's not on his phone as all, guys.
Yeah, it's charging in the back.
That's
so
right. We have to find a charger for him.
Yeah.
We'll blame that for the late delay on starting the game. Tyler to charge his phone. It's a Saturday night. The party's going to need his phone later eventually.
Back 8. Back 4. Good.
Sitting there for shot.
Okay. Who shot?
I'm thinking yellow shot.
Yeah. Hard to say. No. Or not. But that's fine.
I can tell from the parking lot.
Yeah. Who do you think it is, Tyler?
I got money on red, but
I think
sorry, yellow.
Okay,
As I got the look, it looks like yellow to me by a large margin. My color blindness or dyslexia, whatever you want to call it.
Might not matter after this last rock's thrown anyway.
Same weight, just gotta move it 2 inches.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Fantastic. We kept throwing the same line. Same long time. It's the same broom, yeah. I think we should be able to manage it with the sweep. If anything, I think it's going to run a little straighter now. Side down.
There we go. Great mic work so we can hear what's going on.
A little more.
Thanks, mic team.
Okay. I'll just go off the feel and try and give you similar.
All right, last rock, first end. Team Reese-Hansen looking for the opportunity to put a big multiple score on the board to kick off this game.
We're down. We're down. We're live. Yep. Hard. Back it. Whoa. Whoa.
Great shot.
There we go. Beauty.
Deuce.
Put a 2 on the board for Team Reese-Hansen. They take the early lead here in the A qualifier. They lead T Brown 2-0 after 1. We'll come back with then number 2 action. Brown will have hammer.
So her first one was a 13-2. One guard. Yeah. Good job. Yeah. I like that. Good manage of that. Even with me screaming. Yeah. Good end.
One end down. 7 more to go.
Sheet is the same as earlier. Okay? The sheet?
Are we able to scan for like other scores?
Okay, so her first
We
was a
can't scan
13-2.
anyway, left or right here.
Yeah.
Just
And the
like
second
that.
was a 13-4. But it seemed to come down more rocks a little bit straighter. Except for
We'll update
internal
them at
get
like the
earlier.
third end. After the third end or something, we can do some score updates after this end.
Yeah. Got it, Jay?
Sure. Yeah, we can do it before the start of the third end. We'll do some score updates. Just keep things rolling around.
Spot there.
All right, welcome back. Here we are here in Okotoks Curling Club for the Autumn Gold Curling Classic. Obviously, it must be Thanksgiving weekend if we're talking about Autumn Gold Curling.
Okay, always make.
So happy Thanksgiving to all of our Canadian friends.
Fighting back. Well then. Fighting. No, you can go. You can go. You can go. You can go. Or not. Spot. 14-3. Okay. Yeah. Good sweep. Okay, you got it, Teddy. 14-2.
So now we'll see what Team Brown can do with hammer.
It'll get faster as we
Talking
play.
about
Saddle,
prepping in the long
last
run here, Tyler, obviously Team Brown will be at the trials coming up in Nova Scotia in a couple weeks here. What's it like to talk about kind of peaking for something like a massive event like the trials? This is what Team Brown will be doing right now. That's what this event is to help them peak. What does peaking look like when you're at this level and getting ready for trials?
It's a 3.
Yeah, you know, it's funny because we always hear don't want to peak too early. But But to be honest, an elite team should be able to peak 3, 4, 5 times a season.
Right.
So I think it's more so trying to just figure out a schedule that will work best to best prepare you for the trials and not burn yourself out, but at the same time not leave too much of a gap where you forget how to play real games. So I kind of talked to Team Brown earlier this morning actually on what they're kind of doing leading up to the trials, and yeah, they're playing in Martinsville event, I believe it was. I think that was 2 weeks before the trials, and I think that's kind of what everyone's doing. No one's playing the week before, as far as I'm aware.
Right.
That's way too tight and doesn't really give you the opportunity to train right before that event that obviously you're working towards for the last 4 years. But yeah, I think that's the perfect kind of schedule. That's kind of during the Tahoe Slam as well.
Yep.
I think you're going to get 2 really good fields in both of those events, because I think all the Canadian teams are probably going to be thinking the same thing leading up to the trials, and you can't really go wrong. Tahoe obviously going to get the best teams in the world, and in Martinsville you're probably going to get a lot of very elite Canadian teams as well, for those who maybe didn't qualify for Tahoe or are just deciding to pick one or the other. Similar with the men's, we're going to Penticton men's, and that's during the Tahoe Slam. And yeah, so just to stop rambling here, yeah, peaking you can really do multiple times a year if you're an elite team. I don't really believe in peaking too early. I think it's just good momentum, really. Like, you're not going to tell me that Rachel Homan's peaking too early there, just because they make everything always. So
when are they not peaking?
Yeah, exactly. So that's a great example of an elite team that's always peaking. There's not really a whole lot of dips and peaks and valleys. They just steady the whole time, and they got a lot figured out.
Look at that. Team Reese-Hansen able to seize a little bit of an opportunity there on the miss of the last rock there by Team Brown, and now sitting 2 staggered there.
Shouldn't do too much here. No.
When you think of the peaking side of it too, Tyler, like you said, teams can peak multiple times during a year. For the opening part of the season here, we are beginning mid-October. When you're playing in September, are you looking more at results in September, more of how you're curling? Are the win-losses, do you really care as much as the win-losses if you're having good games and you're feeling good on the ice? Just want to keep your body going? What does it all look like for that first part when the trials aren't till December? Yeah,
it's an interesting year, and maybe I don't look at it properly in other years. But I'm a lot less fixated on points and in that kind of chase in an Olympic year. It's more so just, go curl, work on what you're trying to work on to inch yourself closer to being in contention at the trials. And don't worry about the results as much. Just work on the process, and results will come from that. We made the Tier 2 final, and it's kind of whatever. It's more so looking at what worked, what didn't, and how can we build from that. We could have been the first team out, and we'd probably be looking at it the exact same way. Obviously, we have a little bit more momentum from having a little bit of success there, but yeah, I think no matter what, the process from event to event is the same, and focusing on building.
Yeah, for sure. Nice little hit and flop over there to be behind the corner guard.
Yeah, I let it go and it was nosing.
Team Reese-Hansen put in the pressure on without hammer here in the second on Team Brown. Like the play calling so far for Reese-Hansen, Tyler?
Yeah, it's similar to what a lot of teams that are being very successful right now are kind of calling. I think we're seeing a lot less junk and a lot more chases, and I think the teams that are being successful at that are being very successful in the entire season and event, and they seem to have figured that out so far.
We talk about learning curves too from the Tier 2 to the next event. Team Brown also was at the Tier 2, went 0-4, did not have a great event, and then They obviously, though, did take a lot to learn from the event. Very next event, like we talked about, PointsBet, here they are. They go undefeated in the round robin and make the final. So that could be a really good example in saying what you're talking about, Tyler, of a team that, you know, the results maybe weren't there for the Tier 2, but they obviously got a lot out of it, learned a lot from being in that event, playing those teams, and took that, turned their team around, and came out on fire at PointsBet in Calgary.
Yeah, and that's another very process-oriented team, and they're very good at that. And watching them at the Tier 2, honestly, they did play very well, in my opinion. Playing beside them, and I can't stand still for 2 seconds, so I'm watching every sheet anyway.
This is tough for you sitting in this booth and not moving right
exactly.
now? Tyler's just sitting here, not he can't pace, he can't do anything, friends.
But probably got to give a lot of credit to Jim Cotter, their coach. He's kind of got that good personality for the girls and keeping them on that process, and he's obviously had a lot of experience curling and being in the trials and the trials final. That's obviously a life biggest game of your life. So he's got a lot of experience there, and I'm sure he's doing a lot for this team and preparing them for the trials as best they can.
Yeah.
10 or board.
I just threw a 10 and got a bit of
Do you like this call there, Tyler?
My brain kind of blanked out, and I didn't even see what the call was. So
Just coming down, doing the hit and roll over under.
okay. Yeah,
They did talk about the attempt of the double as well.
yeah, I think it's good. The double probably don't see quite enough of it to really go for it.
Yeah.
So this hit and roll, it probably, if you do get a good roll, it's probably gonna be pretty hard to make the double because it's gonna jam.
There's the
Which
roll.
I think the double still jams. Which in reality will bring a blank in play. Tour blank is, you don't need to blow your brains out here down 2 width in the second end. So yeah, blanks can be your friend if you're patient enough.
Patience can be your friend and a virtue, right, Tyler?
Yeah, that's right. As someone with zero patience.
We're going to see how long we can keep Tyler in this chair without him moving. If we can get the full 8 ends in, folks, we're going to see it. We'll do our best. We'll have to keep Tyler amused. So, Team Brown, Team Reese-Hansen, keep up having a good game for us so Tyler can stay focused. We don't want him walking around here.
All good. Good weight. Like, you threw it nice.
It's just coming down to sit on top of that on the pin there area, Tyler?
Looking like a hit and
Or
roll.
Hit and roll. Talked about both. You like this call better?
Oh, it's definitely safer.
Safer, yeah.
Hard curl. Go, 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 go.
A great shot.
Solid beauty.
Good sweep.
Hard to do better than that.
No.
Right there. Yep.
Top 4.
Yeah.
Not missing much from young Team Reese-Hansen so far.
15. True.
Yeah, had a homo. Put it as thick as you
Roll
could
this to a
see
great
that.
spot, too. Grip it big.
Yeah. Line's
I'm
good.
glad they do the commentary for us. It does help us out. I'm glad they're happy with their shots here. We agreed.
Line's good.
I still think we're there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
See Aaron waving a bit. I did hear them mention under their breath that it's very loud and they need to use more hand signals. So I'm curious how much that's going to impact the game here and maybe delays and reaction time for sweeping.
Wow. A bit hard.
Well, there are a lot of
Good speed.
louder teams on the ice with them as well. We'll get to some scores and some updates coming in after this ends over. But Team Rano's on the ice right now. Team Tirazona's on the ice. We've got, I think, Team Kang from Korea's on the ice. So we do have some teams out there that do have the lung capacity to make some loud calls when need be.
I really walked in this path.
Processed it.
Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah, like it went sideways.
But nothing they're not used to being on tour for all these years.
Give you that same
I wish you got used to it.
Do you not get used to it at all, Tyler?
I personally don't.
No, not at all?
No.
After all these years?
No.
Still distracts you?
exactly. Get to know.
Just more annoying when you
Annoying.
can't hear anything.
Yeah, fair.
Trying to yell back and forth down the sheet for a shot because, believe it or not, we're short on time. And
You guys are short on
Yeah,
time. I've never heard
pretty
that
wild.
before.
And
No one's ever
can't
said
hear
that.
anything.
Short on time and can't hear anything. Holy. And you're trying to have all that patience?
Yeah.
Wow. Tyler, you make curling sound hard and challenging. I'm stressed already and I'm just sitting here doing nothing.
I've made curling look harder than it is for about 15 years. So.
That just hung out there, hey?
Hit and roll? Yeah. Okay, sorry, Meg, my bad.
Little heavy.
12.
I'll be a little careful here on this roll.
Oh, wait.
Just a 10.
Roll under?
Ah, shoot.
Yeah.
Do you think it'll
Little
move, or
toast
do you think
on,
that'll be
yeah.
close?
I think so. She'll have to
I
try to
couldn't
make
see.
a
Jay was so
space.
behind the rock. I was like, first time I've been muting in a while.
Probably a 10 with this broom.
Ah, shoot. You guys like that?
Yeah, like a 10. Roll under.
Yeah, we were like,
Yeah,
we
thought
knew
she
it was
picked quite a
heavy
bit
and we
less
didn't
than
get
her
that.
first
Just
one.
if we roll away, she's just freezing.
Totally. Yeah, we're happy with that.
See, who needs to commentate
Yeah,
that?
nice
We'll just let Corryn call our game for us here. This is wonderful.
Yeah, I'm curious because if she makes the perfect roll, I think she's also freezing. And I
Yeah.
don't think there's a deuce possible if she makes it perfect. So, yeah, this is a bit of a tricky one. I don't really see a much good result, to be honest.
It's good.
Yeah, it's a tough call. Like, what is the perfect shot you're trying to accomplish here when there really isn't a perfect result?
Roll.
roll!
Sit. Maybe roll. Yep. Get it under. Okay. Yeah.
Teammate 5. Sorry, a little
Wait,
down.
You just threw? No, it was 10-1. Getting a bit more curl there, yeah. Yeah,
Sorry.
you're pretty even. Just
Little
follow the
softer
one that
than
goes out
mine.
your way. Shoot, might be throwing PL. Make the double. Bit of an auto double.
8-5. Okay. They're pretty much even.
Bigger.
Okay. Bigger, yeah.
It probably looked scary
we've
because it was
seen
probably
it.
curling fast, yeah.
Shoot.
There you go. Team Reese-Hansen helping us out as well with their call here. Her last shot here in the second end.
Yeah.
Almost rolled further.
As you see, Team
hard to
Brown still,
call
of course, with Hammer with their last
Okay,
rock coming
well,
up.
we know this out-turn draw. We know the in-turn draw. Corryn can have her pick. Firm.
Close. Yep. Yep.
On it the whole way.
Oh! I don't know. Hard, Meg. Hard.
You're good, Jay. You're
There
good.
you go.
Great shot, Jay.
Pretty good shot for an I don't know.
Yeah, no kidding, hey? Did what was needed to be done, which was the force.
You know, I was really straight through, Anya. Less positive than you were.
What? No. 15-3, I think, probably.
Was never going to go
Not
through
sure
the
what
wicket.
hers
So
was.
Corryn Brown coming down the hack. She's
think
going
so.
to throw her last rock here in the second end. Facing a few.
I knew I had a piece right away, so I was like, just a bit less than I give you last end then.
Yeah, just a smidge less than last end.
Just less kick.
Yeah.
Spot could be fast.
Yeah. Yeah. Tay called on pretty much out of her hand. I was like, all right, well.
Here we go. Last rock, second end.
Yeah, I thought so. I think we're close. I think we're max.
Just cleaning right now. There we go.
She's fine.
Light only, I think. 14? Right back 4. Just do it.
Everyone seems pretty happy. Everyone's pretty quiet. There you go. Corryn Brown's got her draw waiting down today. Put a single on the board. Team Reese-Hansen will lead 2-1. After 2, we'll be back with end number 3.
Super positive on
I love the way Colin Taylor's first. Nice. Really good. Yeah.
Oh, don't worry.
I think those shots count, right?
Yeah, but this first
that's
one,
okay.
Feels a little flat.
I didn't, it's so easy to just throw that little bit
Let's
more.
bring it up and
And I was
really
telling
be
Meg, I
sharp
was like,
with
Jay
those,
got
be
so behind the
precise.
rock, I couldn't see like where it was, which is fine. You were just sweeping it, holding it really straight.
Are you watching parts yet?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll follow, right?
Yep.
I think so.
Yeah,
You gotta
sounds
go top, softest. Maybe a little bit less chunky than the first end we had.
I mean, there was never really anything in the center. We always come
Yeah,
to one.
we were never worried about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so similar.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we had the full 4.
I'll look up the other scores.
Three. I think we're all there.
Are they? Hopefully they're all
there.
updated.
Three.
Line's good.
2.5, three.
It's over curly a bit.
2.5. Start at the blue box.
We'll just leave it. Just leave it so it stays on center.
Tyler's the loud one.
Good.
Tyler's the loud one? Perfect, that's fine.
Okay.
I'm quiet, that's fine, because I have the louder
Same way you've been
voice
giving
than
us.
Tyler and I.
As if the 6 round
I'm way louder than Tyler is. I mean, who's
You got it. Yeah, good.
Go in here and figure it out.
What's on that round? I mean, who's the scores on update on here? It's 1-1. Okay. All right, folks, welcome back. Here we are for end number 3 of our A qualifier at the Okotoks Curling Club for the Autumn Gold Curling Classic. Let's do a quick update of other games going on while we kick off this end number 3. Also on the ice, we have Sweden's Team Urana against Team GB going to the Olympics, Team Morrison. They are tied up at 1, playing the third end. Team Schwaller from Switzerland taking on Team Hilker from Edmonton. Schwaller's up 2-0 right now, playing in the second. Team Sturmey, they are playing Team Richards. Sturmey is up 1-0 right now. Tyler, are you watching that game at all? You have any vested interest in that one? No, not at all? Okay, good. He's staying neutral. And Team Kang from Korea, World Junior Champions, taking on Team Tirinzoni from Switzerland. Kang put up a big 3 in that opening end. They are up 3-0 right now. There you go. You are up to date on the other scores going on here at Okotoks Curling Club.
We saw the note on the volume of commentators, so if you can let us know how we're looking now. We'll be keeping an eye on the chat to make sure we're a little bit closer for you.
As long as Tyler sounds great, that's what we really worry about. People really just want to hear Tyler talk.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't have a whole lot to offer.
I don't know. I think it's been all good offerings so far from you, Mr. Tartar. Mr. Tyler Tardy.
I'll wear that. Tartar.
Tartar?
That's the new one.
Yeah? Very Scottish tartan almost of you?
Tartar sauce.
Oh, no, man. I don't like any of that. I don't like tartar sauce. I just got back from the Maritimes and having fish and chips and PEI. No tartar sauce was eaten. Oysters and fish and lobster, but no tartar, thank you very much. Yeah, let's not give you that nickname. We're not a fan. We'll see if people in the chat are a fan, but I'm going to take a guess. No one's liking that plan.
Yeah, I don't know. That's heavy. Okay.
We will be keeping some eyes out on the chat as well, so if you're watching, feel free to drop some comments in there. Let us know where you're watching from. If you have any questions for Tyler Tardy, we can get those going, because, you know, when you got a Rockstar All-Star sitting here, you may want to pick his brains, or maybe you just want to ask him about his Instagram account, which is off the charts as well.
If you have any complaints for me too, I'll take those as well.
I doubt you get a lot of complaints on your social media there, buddy. Come on now. So modest, Tyler.
Well.
Always so modest. Look at that. Beauty. Nice shot from Sarah there.
Make the double and roll.
So if you're Team Reese-Hansen, what do you do? What do you do now in this end?
Yeah,
Tyler?
I think
Looking how
that
things are setting up.
hit and roll is probably the shot.
Yep.
Yeah, good sweep, Sam.
You could argue peeling, trying to make that run like she just gestured, but I think a hit and roll is probably. I like making things easier on yourself, so hit and roll is probably your easier shot out here, and there's not really a risk in maybe catching this a little thick and rolling for another guard and basically bringing the force in play more often than not. So my vote's the hit and roll, but I don't see a problem with this as well.
I was gonna say, so you like this call then, the exact opposite of what they're doing? Tyler likes to hit and roll as they set up to peel the guard. But like I said, also a smart call there too, Tyler.
Yeah, and
No wrong
smart
shot there.
to miss that the right way.
Yes.
To be curling that the whole time is the way you probably want to throw it. And, the only really bad shot there was to hit that thick, so mission accomplished.
I think it just tricked them, like, honestly.
Seems given the odd end and with Reese-Hansen having the lead and playing the hammer, they'd be pretty happy with a blank if they had to have one, hey?
Yeah, I think blank is probably best situation aside from a 2.
Yeah.
But doesn't look like currently there's much of a 2 going to be in play here. It's probably going to be either a force or blank. But that's the beauty of curling. We'll see.
And we are not playing with Tour Challenge Grand Slam rules here, where you can only now have 1 blank. Tyler Tardy, what are your thoughts on that rule coming up?
It's interesting because I think the fans really like the idea. I personally feel like it's easier to be defensive without hammer than with. But in regular rules of curling, there's not really any merit to blanking ends because that actually helps the opposition. So that's why you'll still see a little bit of an aggression because the team without hammers needs to force to get it back in the game. And with this blank rule, I feel like it's easier to be more defensive of a game because the team without hammer can kind of control the game more if you force the team with hammer to blank. So I'm interested to see how it goes. I think if this rule was kind of mastered, the team without hammer would just keep it very wide open, and I think that's personally moving in the wrong direction.
Is it going to take a little bit of the advantage of having the hammer away?
I think so. I'd
Especially
be.
you could have an accidental blank.
Yeah.
Rollout or run backs and doubles and stuff that you have to do. Anything could happen early.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see the analytics on win-loss. I think the Grand Slams actually put something out that the team that started with hammer was losing less games, which I think is a plus, really. Because I think before it was pushing like 70%. So that's not super exciting. I love all the initiatives that the Slams are taking to try to change the game and make it more exciting for the viewer. And to be honest, the curler as well. I hate blanks. I think it's the most boring thing in the world. So as a player, I'm speaking of. So I'm not convinced currently that that's the way to do it. But I love that they're trying things out to try to grow the game and make it very exciting. So I saw this note the other day that they'd be interested to see something along the lines of, instead of a free guard zone, kind of a max rock in play sort of style. So if there's 3 rocks in play, then you can't remove one, but if there's 5 or 6, then sure you can. I thought that was very, very interesting. So there's a million ways you can kind of look at it. I just don't personally at the time feel like tackling blanks is the way to do it. But
Sweeping to hold that line there, which unfortunately is gonna roll a little too far and roll out of play. Team Brown sitting 2 on the outside around the rings here and looking good for the force, or maybe even a steal here, depending on how this end shapes up. But they're obviously pretty happy with how this end's playing when they don't have hammer and down by 1.
yeah, this is a bit of a dream opportunity here after that rollout to put one top button, and man, it's going to be tough for Team Reese-Hansen to score if they can place this as best as they can. So big shot here.
Really close. Stay close, Sam. Yeah, let's do this a little bit straighter. I think I can go.
Whoa, it looks deep.
14-6 on this. It's really running. Good toss. Freeze.
Definitely opens up the opportunity for Team Reese-Hansen to kind of switch gears here and go for the deuce.
Yeah, weren't able to seize the opportunity as much as they could have there. Left the door open for now Reese-Hansen to take advantage.
Top button.
So you heard the call there, the top button. I think that's what she yelled down there, is that correct?
Yeah.
That's what I thought
That's what I heard too.
Okay, good. As long as one of us hears what's going on, Tyler, that's fine. We gotta have one of us paying attention.
But it was funny on that last one, I was like, it actually
Top
overcurled.
8. Top 4. T. Whoa, you're way out there. T.
Those times changed quick. Went top 8, top 4 to T.
Beautiful. Sound is crystal clear. but they're not a fan of the tartar sauce either. So
Oh, perfect. Thank God. Okay, good.
I dodged that one.
Good. I'm glad no one like that. I don't think anyone supporting Team Reese-Hansen maybe is a fan of that last draw either. Unfortunately, just
Top 8 is really good.
too heavy and stayed outside and floats through the house.
Yeah, as long as you took a corner.
Big miss
and
there,
your
though,
top house is
They
good.
unfortunately.
called T out of your
I know.
for a decent
Ideal,
way
yeah.
down.
Opportunity, though, for Corryn Brown with her first here in the third.
Yeah.
Momentum swinging back and forth these last 3 or 4 rocks, Tyler.
Yeah, very makes for exciting curling.
Same finish is good. Yeah.
As you can tell with Tyler's tone of his voice, we're trying to contain his excitement here.
I'm always over the moon to watch curling. So
You can tell by just look at you go.
Yep. 15. I think a 15 here.
it's my resting you-know-what voice.
Tyler's everyday voice.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Well, anyone who's watched all your videos on Instagram, I'm sure is familiar with your tone of voice. It is the same regardless of what shot you're making. Although we do get a little bit more, we need a little bit more singing from you, though. I think is what's gonna
Yeah,
keep
the
happening, eh?
singing's everyone's a fan of that, but yeah, if you're good at something, never do it for free, you know. So
Oh,
I can't be singing, giving shows all the time. But
Wow. Okay.
speaking of modesty,
So modest. That one, folks, that caught me a little off guard there. That was a comment and a half. Okay. Let's go to this game for a second there, Tyler. Let's get away from that comment for a second.
yeah, a lot of misses heavy here in a row. So
And on that, coming down that side of the ice too, do you think it's broom or just outside a bit, just weights, just that side of the sheet?
yeah, probably just keening up and
Yeah.
I think we run into that sometimes. You just assume the other team just threw it a little heavy, and a lot of these teams have so much respect for each other that they just assumed it was, you know, a once in a million bad throw, and it wasn't the ice.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, the same thing happens back to back, and it actually did speed up more than they thought, and it was just respecting your opponent too much. But yeah, once in a while it does happen, and you could throw a good shot and still miss. As I think Brad Gucci said that in one of his commercials, you can throw the perfect rock and still miss, and he's right. So I think that could be the case here. And
Look
see
at
if
you
we'll
paying attention to curling commercials. Wow.
big fan of curling.
Good for you. Well, a huge opportunity here for Reese-Hansen. She's got the 2-to-1 rock advantage now at the end of this end, and a deuce could come out of absolutely nowhere here with the perfect shot on her first.
Back 4. Okay.
There you go. What do you think of that there, Tyler?
Yeah, great shot.
Yeah.
Still on the edge of being heavy, so I think Corryn can definitely learn from that and make sure that bring the sweepers in a little bit more here. But yeah, definitely getting fast in that spot from what I'm seeing.
Mhm.
Get the line right here,
We
too.
just had the conversation.
Oh, there you go. Like Corryn said, we got to get the line right, and everything will fall into line, I think, with her last rock here in the third end.
Get them more than what we just talked about.
Sorry, Corryn.
What is happening? Like that spot, if it's a sliver heavier, sliver wide, it's like trap.
I was I timed a 60 split. That's not normally a 14-5. Allow it.
Set it down.
Yeah,
There's
top
no way
four.
this is down.
Clean it. Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
shoot.
it's clean. Top 4. Yeah. Line only. Top 4.
14-8.
T-line.
Scooping it in to bring it in.
Yeah, looking
Right
good.
on there.
Yeah,
Nice shot.
good things are happening when they bring the sweepers in, and
Good sweep.
Corryn's front end right now are definitely some horses, and they're making a lot of shots with their sweeping when they can involve them as much as possible.
Just hit it like it's a quarter with like back.
Oh, that's what we heard Corryn and Aaron talking about, is get the line down and hand it over those sweepers and let them drag it right in there, and that's exactly what happened. And now Team Brown looking good here.
Like that 13 weight again.
You have a sliver. Yeah. That's all we need. It's going to be thin.
It's tough. I don't know if it's there for 2.
Just like back line, if
Reese-Hansen calling the shot for us. Perfect. Thank you very much.
I'd be a little concerned throwing this little weight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I don't think a deuce is really possible.
No.
And yeah, with only backline weight, you're running the risk of not moving that far enough, or not having enough speed if you hit a little thick, and maybe having it stuff on that back red, and being a steal out of nowhere. So we'll see.
Here it is, last rock, third end. Reese-Hansen trying to get one. Really diving towards those guards though. Just clips the top. And out of nowhere, Team Brown picks up the steal here in 3. We have got a tie game now, 2-2 after 3. We'll be back with end number 4 action here in Okotoks Curling Club.
Okay, yep. I'm feeling a little lost putting the room down, so I might just need a little bit of.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying my best, but it's just.
I think just that inside track.
Let's try to really
moves
focus on
once
that,
you're inside
just
of
nice
it.
through the boom. I'm getting a bit of different
Yeah, there are
releases,
people
so it's
coming
hard to.
Okay.
I just feel a little lost.
Yeah, no, fair enough. I think it's making the draws hard too.
Yeah, like I think we just gotta watch these pads. Like we saw it quick enough and we threw it through,
So
and
you're
then
saying
threw it heavy
it's a
again,
really
threw it heavy again. So we just
when we close, but that's.
yeah, gotta adjust. So that side will be a little bit different.
Yeah.
Well, we had to go for line. That was long past me tapping the room, I think.
Yeah.
What was the
Okay,
Okay, let's say start with the pencil.
Oh, okay.
I was almost
Yeah, I might actually.
and like you know the steal
I might throw harder, actually.
What do you prefer?
Yeah.
My first thought was tight to get by that card by 20. Yeah. To hit it.
What turn do you want, Sammy?
What turn?
What turn do you want?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. We'll try to get this rock a few.
All right, curling fans, welcome back. We are here in Okotoks, Alberta for the Curler's Corner Autumn Gold Curling Classic. We are starting off end number 4, and as you see on the scoreboard there, it is a 2-2 tie game between Team Brown and Team Reese-Hansen, the Battle of BC. This is our A qualifier, one of our A qualifiers. The second A qualifier will happen in the next draw. Tyler Tardy, you took a look at our chat. You are all about getting chat conversations going. See any good chats going on?
Yeah, I had a question for myself on
I'd hope there was questions for you.
the Olympic rocks. And they said, Tyler, move aside. We want to know what James' thoughts are on the
No one
Olympic
said
rocks.
that ever in their life. That's not a thing.
But no, we
Horrible
didn't
liar.
actually throw the Olympic rocks, but we did throw the trials rocks. But Curling Canada is trying to match as best they can what the Olympic rocks are like, so that the Canadian athletes can kind of best prepare themselves and get a feel for what those will kind of be like in Italy. So yeah, it's interesting because last couple of years playing in the Briar and Slams, they actually are. I know they mentioned on TV that we don't actually really tell the difference, but I actually disagree. I find with those rocks specifically, they're a lot more receptive to frost on the ice.
Right.
And so what that kind of feels like is if I were to throw in Slam or the Briar, I find when I get to the hog line, I feel like I'm slowing down significantly more than I would if I was in a club, for example.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm almost fighting releasing the rock more with those rocks to kind of push through the frost a little bit. And it's harder to set and it's harder to kind of add,
Yeah,
in
yeah.
my opinion. People could contradict that, but that's just how I feel. But I feel like these rocks, these new ones from Curling Canada that would be used for the trials, they're a lot more similar to if you've thrown in a curling club with brand new heavy rocks.
Okay, yeah.
I find it's actually a lot more familiar of a feeling to that than it would to any arena. So yeah, they slide through the frost a lot better, so they just feel like good heavy club rocks on the hand personally,
Oh, nice.
which is nice because I mean we're practicing in a club.
Yeah,
we don't really have the luxury of practicing in arena all season. So yeah, I think it better prepares us for the trials as well as the Olympics. So I really like them. I really like the feel of them at the points bet event. So Yeah, I'm excited to play with them again. I love them.
Well, we saw that as we just watched this rock come to an end here before we continue this conversation for a second. There we go. Up to second stones here and fourth end, sorry. We saw that video that you did, Tyler, doing a good job right now on Instagram, just kind of answering questions and helping either people new to the sport or new to curling themselves to try it out on different things of how to stand the hack, how to slide, all that stuff. When you're talking about the difference of these rocks playing with in comparison to just regular rocks, does that affect on how you do your slide and your stance and like that, or is it the same old routine and mechanisms as always, regardless of the rock?
Yeah, it's pretty much the same. It's really just a different feel on the release point.
Okay.
So when we practice, we usually use these things called rock hawks. They're basically these lasers that have a timer on them, tell you the speed of the rock kind of out of your hand. So if I were to throw something like 2 meters per second, that's usually standard club draw ice.
Okay.
Then if I were to go to an arena, if I wanted to throw it 2 meters per second as well, it would just feel like I'm throwing closer to like 2.1, for example.
Oh, okay.
So that's what those are really good for, is kind of just getting that feel of what a point whatever meters per second more feels like. But in terms of the technical aspect of the throw, it's all the same.
Same thing. Well, if you've been at a curling club and you've seen a team bring out those little guys that are those little lasers like you're talking about, you can see them placed all over the ice in different timings.
Yeah, the meters per second has definitely been used a lot in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
But previously, yeah, I think a lot of teams have just been going hog to hogs.
Right.
And yeah, but it's the new shtick right now, I guess. Really good for rock matching as well. We'll take them out and just get the meters per second, because as good as hog to hog times are, it's not as accurate as the meters per second, because if you catch a fresh path, for example, you could throw 14 in one spot and a 14 in another spot, and it's actually a completely different speed. Just would catch a different piece of ice and react differently, but it's hard to argue the speed right out of your hand versus the speed over whatever amount of time. So
see, this is why you're here, Tyler. We're learning. This is not just a curling game we're watching. We're also getting learning with Tyler Tardy today.
Yeah, I'm trying to focus more on the learning this year with kind of the Olympic cycle, and we get a lot of new viewers during the Olympics. So I think it's very important as curlers that we're doing the best we can to really teach and help grow the sport by limiting that. There's quite a bit of a barrier to entry, in my opinion, with the sport. There's a lot of nuanced rules, and really it's a complicated sport with sweeping direction and rotation, and there's a million different things going on. So I think the more we can kind of simplify it and help teach the people that are trying to learn and watch, because it's very exciting to watch, but not knowing what happens make it a lot harder to enjoy. So
just the technicality of walking on the ice and getting out there. If you're not used to it,
yeah, exactly.
It's a different feel just on your legs alone. You got the Bambi syndrome that can happen very easy.
Yeah, start of the year, I'm always I feel like an elephant on skates is usually the way I describe it. So
Tyler is
takes
an
a little while.
Yeah, that big, huge guy that he is. Massive dude. Huge guy. Everyone knows. Yeah. That's always what people say about Tyler.
6'7",
what
300.
a big dude he is. Just built like a barn. The size of a storage shed. Little storage shed Tyler Tylerty. Next to me, who's more like the barn. Tyler, if you're an elephant, I don't even know what elephant or what animal you're going to call me. Holy. Let's go back to this game and get away from calling each other animals for a second. Let's see what Team Brown's got cooking up here. What do you like in here, Ty?
Yeah, it's just a lot's going to be determined by this shot here.
Yeah.
And it's actually not too bad. I think they're going to have to make a play on those frozen rocks pretty soon if they want to make some of those biters count. But I could still see the argument and try to make a bit of a freezer on the corner, but if it gets a little too busy, it might be a little too late. So I think making a move on those ones now is definitely the way to go.
I think they heard you, Tyler.
And you know, there is a bit of drag. I do think if you smash it with a quarter, you're probably gonna clip it.
Yeah.
So, not sure if they'll see that, but it's very, very, very close. There's very good drag on these rocks. So.
Then we hit the top and sit 2, 3, 4. And hit something over there, I guess. Then.
Yeah.
Can you throw here?
That's the polite answer of maybe wanting to say, I don't know if I can. I'm going to say yes, because that's what the broom's thrown for me. Yeah, obviously heard you though, Tyler, to break up that cluster there at the top.
Yeah, good decision to make a move on those.
Yep.
But yeah, I would have been curious to see if you just hammer it wide, if you catch them both.
Clean! Oh! Clean! Yeah! Hard!
Diving towards that red.
Hard!
Oh, just nicks it.
11-1.
I don't mind it. Sorry. We're sitting 2 right now.
Do you ever guard that?
Yeah, what do you do if you're Team Brown now? You're sitting 2 without hammer.
Stuck a piece
Yeah,
of
guard
line.
looks
Guard.
pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 16 and a half. Yeah, good speed here. You got it.
Got to be a good end when you're sitting in the hack as Aaron Pincott and you're guarding with your last rock. You got to be feeling pretty good about the end.
That's my favorite shot is third.
Is to guard.
Guard anything. Yeah.
2 and a half.
So if we're watching you on TV, Tyler, and we see you getting to throw a guard, we know Tyler's in a good mood.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
good to
And
know.
you
Okay,
see my-
folks, there you go.
My tongue licking my lips.
I thought you just do that all the time when you're
Yeah,
just rattled.
right.
I don't know if that tells us anything, actually, Tyler. After watching you all these years, I think that's just a normal thing. I don't even know if you know when you do it anymore. It's involuntary for you. So, folks, maybe don't look at that when TSN does a close-up on Tyler's face with the trials.
Right on the nose.
But if we see him throwing a guard, we know in his head he's thinking, this is a damn good end for us.
Bold of you to assume we'll get a TV game, but
Come on. Come on.
we've been dodging TV games a lot, so we'll see.
I think your fans have noticed. I think I saw a comment or
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
about that somewhere.
Close. Yeah! Hard! Sit.
Pretty darn good.
Yeah.
Definitely helps. I think the obvious call would be to just wrap around, but
I think I gotta let it curl more.
more opportunity to score anyway.
Do you like here for line?
I would be curious who's
Yeah, let it
shot
curl more.
on the biters there, because if she makes this good, and
I know.
Yeah, who's third shot right now?
yeah, Reese-Hansen
Yeah.
could
Like taking that whole
debatably throw that
Yep.
corner
Yep.
run and bring a 3 in play, but
Same speed as
obviously
last
throwing a
night,
corner
just-
run on your first is a little bit risky, but
You gotta be full
We
8
saw
minutes.
Aaron go over there and take a look at both of them just to see which is that third shot. So obviously, it's definitely in their mind thinking about it.
mhm.
They noticed it.
It was. You got it.
I knew they wanted
But whether they're third shot or not, Tyler, it doesn't change the call on this.
No,
shot,
I
right?
don't think so. Yeah.
So that's for third.
Here we go. We're at Skipper's Rocks here in the fourth end. Corryn Brown throwing her first. Team Reese-Hansen will have hammer though.
like we
Tie game. Pivotal fourth end here.
We're okay. Speed wise, yeah. Top 4! Yep. Top 8!
Gonna leave this a little long there, Tyler.
I think it's okay.
Looking good.
And more. Go. Good sweep sound.
There we go.
Great sweep.
Yep.
Good.
Tricky freeze with that center guard slightly
Just a bit more
in the way.
finish, you think? Just a bit more finish, you think?
A little bit there. It's just a tricky spot because it really dies when it gets to the line.
Center.
I'd say top it a little and we see
Yeah. And let us sweep it there, yeah.
and I
There
guess
you go. There's your feedback from Team Brown. Sweepers giving feedback nonstop. That's secret to success. Good
Yeah.
communication. Corryn asked them. They set it out, so that's just going to help set them up
Yep.
for the second half of this game.
What did a timeout in?
Running so good.
That's your strong point, right, Tyler? Communication.
Yeah, exactly.
Social media proves it, right?
I'm a much better communicator in curling than I am in regular life. So.
Say life in general? Is that what you're going to say? Life in general, that's not my strength.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
But if we get you talking about curling.
Yeah, that's about all you're going to get. Yeah.
Well, now we know what a Wednesday afternoon looks like for Tyler. It's either he's talking about curling or he's not talking.
Yeah, just sitting staring out my window, and that's it.
Too bad your significant other's on the ice right now. We could have asked her if that's true.
No, she would 100% agree with me.
Agree with you? Okay.
Yeah. My natural introvert self.
With your, what, 4 million Instagram followers?
Yeah, just about.
Just about there, hey, right? Almost
3.9999 short.
Yeah, get to that Kylie Jenner kind of
yeah,
standpoint
exactly.
there. Our curling social media influencer, we can call you now?
Yeah, far from that. There are a lot more that are much more successful at it than I ever will be. So
you undersell yourself, sir.
It's part of my brand.
Tyler Chardy does have a brand, folks. I think we can all agree to that.
Yeah,
It is a
self-depreciation introvert.
Is anyone that's listening to this online right now in the chat not following you on Instagram? Otherwise, if they don't have an Instagram account, that would be the reason why. But
Other than all of them?
every one of them is following you. We all know it, Tyler. Come on.
No, I was saying all of them are not. Who is this pigeon?
Oh, I hope that's what they're calling you. I doubt that. I doubt that's coming out.
I think she's.
I think I throw a bit of weight, just an awkward
the
pull.
intern more than the out. Yeah. Which I'm fine with.
With the in, yeah. With the in, yeah.
And doesn't everyone talk about your fresh cuts or your facial hair? Like, we see all the comments about
Yeah,
yours.
something like
a
that.
Tough life. Tough life.
Yeah.
Must be tough being loved all the time, Tyler.
You guys like a
Tough
9?
day you have at the office. Feels so tragic for you. So sad.
It's a tough draw, so.
Really? Yeah.
All right, let's get back to Corryn Brown here. It's her last rock here in the fourth end. You like this call, Tyler?
Yeah, just hit it.
Yep.
Hit and stick, and good things will happen.
Yep.
Be a little bit greedy and try to get a good roll under. Try to over-roll it so that they don't give backing on the draw. But, yeah, hit and stick, and you're guaranteed a force. So, at least.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, she could play the corner on double, but I doubt it.
Roll to the outside there.
Good shot.
There you go, yep.
I did not expect a curl call on that.
And the force is on.
It was 8, I would guess.
Team Brown's got to obviously be happy with it. Accomplished what their goal was for the fourth end.
Because the backing almost.
Yeah, I'd be curious how this spot's going to run based on last end and that similar track being very fast. So I'm sure they've been to school in this spot. So
Yeah. First regardless, right?
Yeah.
You gave us a 65 coming this way.
Okay, so give you similar.
Yeah.
Okay, a bit of a line shot here to navigate the port, so just let me know where it is.
Yeah, we'll be close.
There you go. Nice chat with Brennan and the skipper there in the hack, getting ready for the last rock here in the fourth end. Reese-Hansen facing a few, but have an opportunity here to get a single.
I like that. Oh, you're heavy. You were close.
Okay, easy then. Back 8. Well then.
Didn't we were that light? Heavy.
Back 4.
I think we're okay.
It's good. Back 4. Line only. Back 4.
T.
Back for T.
T. No, we don't. We're just T. We're T.
There we go.
It's
Even
fine.
with a little rub, no worries.
A
There
little
we go.
tickle made it perfect.
Nice comment right there. It's fine. Everyone's happy. All good. Team Reese-Hansen puts a single on the board. They retake the lead. They are now up 3-2. Halfway point here, the fourth end. We'll be back. Fifth end coverage
Got
on
worse
gold.
more than I thought it was going to. Good call.
That walked over compared to Aaron. Or Corryn, actually.
No, Corryn did too. She was way.
But she hung on the guard for so much
Too sharp
longer.
here.
You're supposed to get off the
Halfway,
guard.
right?
So
Good
it's
position.
more.
15-6.
Get a deuce.
Okay, guys.
At least for the next
We're
score.
gonna make this a little easier on ourselves. It is so sensitive.
Yeah.
So
Let's go.
Let's give it to the sweepers.
and just make it easy on ourselves. Let the sweepers know what you think it is.
Okay, I'm not going to.
Keep
Let's do it. Let's go, guys.
Okay. They scored 3 again.
Yeah, tighten the fifth.
6-1.
What was the hog on that, Meg? Okay. Sorry.
Scores are updated. Scores are updated.
Okay, so anything crossing the line, you're seeing it die. Out wider is running
One's
fine. Like you're going
3-2.
edge of button, the speed's really
Ronan's got
nice.
1. It's 3-2 that one.
Okay. It's on the logo.
Oh shoot. Swallow just scored.
Like you can.
No,
When we
Swallow
got things
scored
back
5.
forward.
They're up 8-2 right now. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah.
2/3!
Little tight.
Tight.
Little
Tight.
tight.
Tight. Hard line.
Oh, they're tight. Okay, well then. 2/3. Clean.
To the logo. To the logo.
It's all there. Okay, well then.
To the logo. A little higher.
I mean, clean it if you can. Just clean.
Top of the box.
Okay.
Right around. Okay.
15-8.
Just kidding. It's on the logo.
Top 4.
Good seat, Meg.
Wow.
Good throw. Yeah. But your weight was fine, so we were able to get it out. Good throw. Top 4. Okay.
Line's good.
Stay close. I think we are gonna have
Bit
to
of
go
room.
in. It's running.
Sarah. Sarah.
Yeah. For max weight.
Score updates now. Fourth end. Yeah.
Line's getting better. Line's getting better. Go, go,
Do
go.
it really quick. I'll do a quick score update.
Hard, Sarah. Hard, Sarah. Go, Sarah. Go.
All right, welcome back. Here we are at the Okotoks Hurling Club here in Okotoks, Alberta, Canada, for the Autumn Gold Curling Classic. Here we go on end number 5 in our feature game, the A qualifier. Battle of BC, Team Brown, Team Reese-Hansen on the ice. As you see, Reese-Hansen scored that one in the last end, so they've taken the lead. Let's do a quick score update. Other scores going on around us. Team Schwaller picked up a huge 5 in the 4th end. They have now taken an 8-2 lead over Hilker, playing in the 6th end. Team Kang put up another 3 in the 4th end. They have a 6-1 lead on Team Tiranzoni right now. Team Morrison, Team Rana in a good game. There it's 3-2 for Team Morrison. We have, what's the other game over there?
Yeah.
In the middle, Team Sturme and Team Richards. Sorry, just try to look at the score. It is 1-1 right now. They blanked the 3rd and they're still playing. So we'll give you some updates on those games as they continue down the pipe here. Whew, lots going on. Lots of big scores going on the scoreboard this last couple end, Tyler, out there. Team Schwaller putting up a big number. Team Kang putting up some big numbers.
Hard, you gotta go. Hard. Good. Hard.
And those, of course, are B-side games. This is our A qualifier.
Oh, great sweep.
Beauty
Good
sweep.
one. Now take a breath.
Now take a breath. Good reminder there. Breathing, pretty important. I don't breathe at all when I sweep. That's why I always, after I'm done sweeping, look as red as that rock.
Okay, 12-5.
Totally forget every time.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, good weight.
Helps when I have a second that tells me to breathe when I'm doing the sweeping and they're walking down beside me and they just lean over and go, can you start breathing while you're sweeping or you're gonna pass out?
Yeah.
Good reminder for people. Tyler, where's that on your Instagram? I don't see you ever talking about breathing
Yeah,
techniques.
yeah.
Remind me to breathe next time I watch your videos.
It's coming up.
Okay, good.
Curl.
I don't know what your trick is to remind people to breathe. It seems.
I don't breathe either, so.
You don't breathe either when you sweep? Oh, thank God. See, folks,
Yeah.
I'm not the only one.
Yeah, and as far as I know, Mark Kennedy doesn't breathe either.
See?
So
You just hold your breath
There's
the whole way.
something to it,
Just go.
yeah.
Well, now I don't feel bad. If Tyler Tardy does it, well, I'm not going to feel bad when I start
then
doing
you
it in
should
my league next
definitely
week.
start breathing.
I don't know. My name's not on as many trophies as you are, Tyler. I'm on 1 trophy for curling, and you're on how many?
0.
Get out of here. Come on. How How many Canadian juniors you got under your slider there?
3.
That's 3 trophies right there.
Comes with a good team.
It's useless. Yeah. It is a team sport.
Yeah, it is.
So humble, always giving praise to everyone else around you. So who does your social media then? That's all you though, buddy.
That is all me.
That's right. So you got to let's give credit there.
Yeah, nobody wants to be associated. So.
Wow, when they see you singing and dancing.
Yeah, yeah.
I love the.
Yeah. Want to do my social media? Absolutely not.
It's better when there's other people in the rink with you when you're doing that, Tyler, and you can look to the rink to the side, the sheets to the side, and see some looks over you and watching. Oh, that's Tyler dancing and singing and filming himself.
Yeah, you'll notice there's usually nobody out there with me.
How strategic of you. Do you pay them to leave? Yeah,
it's funny. I played beside this fellow once doing videos, and I was singing and to the music in the background. And
is this when you were Rickrolling?
It was around there, and then he turns off the music, and like, well, now I have nothing to sing to. He's like, well, I just wanted to listen to you. And I'm like, well, that's going to make it hard for me to film. So I just shut her down for the day. And and I think that was the last time I filmed with anyone out there. So get way too shy.
Oh,
but,
I like that he wanted to listen to you, though. Come on.
I got massive stage fright and show's over.
You had a little performance
Go
anxiety
home.
there.
Yeah,
Oh, man,
yeah, big time.
That's a tough day at the office. Nobody wants that.
No.
Poor Tyler.
Had another question. If watched the BC final with Glenn Venance, that was a very entertaining game if I remember properly. And they're asking if Glenn's still curling. As far as I know, I don't think that team is still together. Not sure what Glenn is doing. It'd be a shame if he's not, because quite the talent. But no, as far as I've heard, I don't think he's curling competitively this year, but I could be wrong. I'd love to be wrong, but yeah, unsure.
Lots of shakeups we've seen in BC curling, especially on the men's side of it, which maybe, having you be from BC originally and knowing a lot of those guys probably. It's just been a lot. Every year we're kind of seeing a little bit of new formations coming out of BC. Is it just something different out in BC, or what's BC curling like? Maybe you can shed some light on it.
BC's a bit of its own world, really. I know the men's side obviously a lot more than the women's side. So yeah, it's kind of like the mainland and the island,
right?
And those are kind of the two groups of teams. And then they'll shake up once in a while, and but you'll kind of see the same 2 to 3 faces on similar teams, and just a bit of shakeups here and there. But it's they're pretty good at just staying kind of centralized to one location, being the mainland or the island, and sometimes the interior versus the lower mainland. But yeah, it's a very tight-knit community in BC curling, and they're kind of playing their own tour most of the time. It's not really. Some teams will come out to Alberta for a couple of events, and they do quite well. Team Cam de Jong did. I believe they won in Saville, which was a very good event. And they, I can't remember if they qualified or not in Okotoks. I think they did. Yes, and I think they lost the quarters to McEwen, maybe, if my memory serves me properly. But no, I think a lot of the BC teams kind of hang out in BC, and then if you don't know them, you're often surprised by how well they do when they kind of go out of province. But I mean, I know a lot of those teams, and I'm by no means surprised to see them deep in the playoffs. But yeah, you just don't see a whole lot of light on some of those BC teams with kind of being in their own world over there. But all very, very talented curlers.
On the men's, like you said, we've had different BC men's champions almost every year for the last couple of years now, or obviously Corryn Brown being BC women's champion more often than not last couple of years.
Sarah, you gotta go.
Minus when Clancy Grandy and McMillan were together, of course, but Team Brown's been kind of the queen of BC curling. Men's side, there hasn't been anybody that's really taken the big lead on being the face of BC. We're just seeing a lot of change going, but is that also credit to, there's just a lot of good teams and a lot of good curlers in BC,
Yeah.
so the competition is kind of level. It's
Yeah,
the same.
it's yeah, deep field. Even now, I would never bet on who the two teams would be in the final.
Yeah.
DeJong obviously having a great start to the year, so obviously probably going to be in the hunt. And it's an even year, so Montgomery always has a good year and an even year at provincials.
Yeah.
They always joke in BC, so yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them deep. My brother's team just had a good run, and their debut a couple weeks ago, or last week, Vernon, whenever that was. So yeah, there's a lot of strong teams, and I wouldn't be surprised to see one of, gosh, 6, 7, 8 teams go to the Brier. So it's going to be an exciting one to watch.
Look at this, giving a little shout out to your brother there.
Gotta give the bro some love.
That's
Yeah.
right.
I'm sure mom's watching.
I hope your mom's watching. I love your mom.
Yeah.
She is one of the best people in curling ever.
I got a message from one of my old teammates' moms, and I'm almost positive she told my mom that we're commentating. So I'm sure mom's listening in. But yeah,
I don't know many moms that give a hug as good as Tyler Tardy's mom does. It is one of the best hugs you could get at a curling rink, especially when you're cold, or if you've been at the rink all day long and it's 10:30 at night and you're saying goodbye.
yeah, exactly.
A Tardy hug is always wonderful.
Really good.
Great shot.
Beauty. Well, what looked to be an open blank end, it's definitely starting to change a bit here, Tyler.
Really good.
Yeah, it only takes one shot to really turn an end on its head, and that was definitely an end changer.
Yeah.
35.
That was a huge
No,
clutch
I know.
move right there. All right, so if you're Corryn, what's your plan here? You got the 2-to-1 rock advantage, though.
Yeah, you're if you make this, it's a blank. And
Yep.
if not, you're probably getting forced. So yeah, just trying to peel this back in probably a skinny third of the red and try to come back. But tough shot. But yeah, with that one of Taylor Reese-Hansen just shows again how well she's been playing and leading this team lately.
Yeah, what a clutch draw on first skipper stone there. No one's touching it yet. Goes by.
Do you like the hit and roll?
All right, if you're Reese-Hansen, what do you do with your last rock here, Ty?
Definitely guarding.
Yep.
I only mentioned hit and roll, but that red's kind of helping you a little bit. Makes your guard a little bit easier because they don't really have a chase on the in-turn side or out-turn. If you're a lefty, I'm talking about that left side if you're confused. So you can kind of be splitting center or even just biting center is probably not good enough. You want to cross it a little bit so they don't have a bit of a run back. But I think if you're kind of, I don't know, quarter rock over the line on the T on ATB is probably a pretty good spot. So
Just kind of recreating what she just had, but making
Yeah,
it a little bit
yeah.
better.
pretty much, yeah.
Guard pretty tight here.
There you go, guard pretty tight here.
And Corryn's almost playing a spinner chase. That'd be an exciting shot.
Oh, wouldn't that be
Even if a
wonderful?
corner frozen to the red, it's pretty good, right?
Everyone's talking about the spinners this
Okay,
week
a
with
little bit less than
Kitazawa
Canadian.
Yeah.
having a good one yesterday. So
How's your
Yeah,
spinner
I
practice
like
going?
oh, it's
Champion.
great.
Perfect?
Just at third rocks, you're never throwing them, so that's just for show.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you're a pro at them, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
You're just not called to
Yeah.
it, so you don't have to prove
Yeah.
that to anyone. Okay,
Yeah.
good.
I'll use them often in playing a 1v1 with Kev, just to kind of big dog him a little bit.
Nice.
But no, never in games,
Above the logo.
unfortunately.
To the T. Line only.
Whoa!
Halfway.
Whoa!
Whoa. Curl. 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 Curl.
Looking good here?
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't want to curl that one.
Try hash.
Definitely have a bit of a chase for
Yeah.
potentially for two.
For two.
Sliver, yeah.
Good weight.
Good seat.
Might as well play it tight.
Sorry, I thought I would stop it higher.
I don't think it's there for
She
two.
left the door open just a sliver here. Corryn Brown with her last. Tried to get in there and maybe score 2 here.
What do you think, Taylor, for keeping us?
It's like back line.
Yeah, this is going to be a full team shot.
I'm making
Yeah.
more shots now. Yeah, like a 13?
Okay.
Yeah. I think on the 13 side, just because it's fudging in the middle. What do you think? Like somewhere in between there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Low 13. Yeah. Nice
Trying
back
to send
line.
up
You
the
got
re-
it.
There's the pregame routine, pre-shot routine with the blow on the hand every time. Everyone's got their set routines.
Yeah, I think it's fully buried.
Here we go. Last rock, fifth end.
Be on the red anyway.
Corryn Brown looking to potentially score 2.
I held like unnaturally.
Diving over there to the red. They're going to get it by. It's on the front.
good, yeah.
And just like that, out of absolutely nowhere, Team Reese-Hansen with that beauty. First skip stone. That goes on the scoreboard. It's a steal of 1. Reese-Hansen pads the lead. It's now 4-2 after 5. We'll be back with the 6th end of our A qualifier
Okay, guys.
and Okotoks Curling Club.
There's all the silence on it. Do you like one more? Do the out turn again. I think that curled nice there.
Yep.
Yeah. Leave me a shot for a couple lot.
Make sure we score.
Yeah. Even one's not the end of the world, right? Just make sure we're the next.
Yeah.
How are you feeling for speed right now? Like, is it fudging a bit?
The middle is fudging for sure, yeah. Just keep on them. Yeah, and let us know where they're running to because it does make a difference for judging. Like if they're running out wide, they carry a bit better.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, you got it, Jay. Yeah. Yeah.
What did that time out of?
13-8. Yeah, like you can.
I was a little tight on my hand.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Every end has to have a lot of rocks in play.
Okay, let's be sharp.
Yeah, let's go. I got there.
Top floor. Line's great. Top floor team. Little bit of room right now.
I like to go a little.
Top floor.
In hindsight, yeah, it is hard to draw. Where are we?
Top floor.
Whoa, whoa. Yeah,
Meg,
really go for top 4.
Okay,
Come
Meg.
on.
Yep. Yep, hard, Meg. Hard. Yep.
Go.
Really good scrub,
Good
you
sweep.
guys. 15.
Okay. Yeah, I thought the minute, like the lead she's given us. Good sweep.
That's right.
We're there, yeah.
Line's good. Curl a little. Great spot.
Good way, Jenny. It's going straight to the wing.
Any other comments on that?
Yeah, top of the logo.
I'll throw a draw there all day. Okay. I'll throw a draw that way all day. Yeah. Speed's so nice. Like you can. All right. You can. Two-thirds.
Little early. Line's good.
2/3.
Okay, clean.
Little tighter.
That's okay, clean.
Tight.
Clean.
Very tight.
Whoa, man, whoa.
Almost in.
Whoa.
15-5.
Whoa. No. Good call, guys. 15-5.
Yeah.
Does that draw look there?
15-5.
Just top 8.
Nice top 8, Sam.
Six. Yeah.
Top 8. Top 4. Top 8.
A little bit early up.
Yeah, it's terrible because I'm an early quitter too.
Yeah, it only timed like
Okay,
half a second.
you're
left.
All right, welcome back. Here we are, 6th end. Team Brown, Team Reese-Hansen.
Well, it's the
Team
guard.
Reese-Hansen just
Try
picked
to-
up that steal
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
5th end to take the 4-2 lead. Here we go, Team Brown.
Whoa.
Still with Hammer here, playing in 6, down 2. Reese-Hansen riding a little bit of momentum right now with that big
Yeah.
steal. Clutch
Hard
timing.
to wrap and be. We gotta get around it.
All right, Tyler, what do we got? Just get anything else in the chats with all your fans?
Yeah, I got another question on
Perfect.
when I moved from second to third. So we're trying that out this year.
Yeah.
Third being what I was in previous years. It was actually my idea to switch down to second. Excuse me. Last season, I felt that being sweeping, it would probably make more sense. Sorry, to backtrack. I was sweeping regardless of what position I was playing, and I felt like it would make more sense for me to judge a rock before Kev's, being second, then I could sweep thirds and then skips.
Right.
And sweeping and judging being something I haven't really done a whole lot in the past. I thought it was a good change to kind of give me a little bit more rocks to look at in a row before I screw up Kev's draw for the win. So that was the main reason behind that. And then didn't work quite as well as we thought, in that I didn't play very well as second to set up the shots, and kind of had the idea this season that Aaron's one of the best touch players I've ever seen, to be completely honest. He's phenomenal with draws and taps and that sort of thing, and the way we kind of call the game right now is very heavy on draw and touch shots in the first 4 shots at the end.
Right.
And my strength has always kind of been more with peels and runbacks and that sort of thing. So yeah, we've changed it up, and man, has Aaron made everyone's lives easier, playing really well and setting up the ends really well. And if needed, I'm playing more my comfort zone with cleanup shots, if rarely needed. But no, he's setting us up really well, and so far it's been working phenomenally well compared to how things were going last year. And I don't think that's any reason other than just a different skill set and targeting the position, making it match the skill set of the player. So yeah, that's the main reason behind it, and why we're changing things up now. But yeah, seems to be working quite well so far.
Right on. Well, here we go. Reese-Hansen here. He's in 2, looking at guard at the front here, and looking to have some control here in the 6th end. We'll get back to that comment in a second, Tyler. Let's just see what this rock does. And do a little follow-up to that conversation here.
Yep, hard J.
Looking like a good guard, though.
Whoa. Okay, good.
There we go, protecting those rocks. Nicely done. When you talk about having that conversation, Tyler, making that change, who makes that call? When do you have that conversation? Where is it you that made that call to have that conversation of bumping you back? When do you do that? Did you do that at the end of last season, right before this season?
Yeah.
How does that conversation go?
Well, when Aaron came on, right away I kind of said that I think this makes sense to shift me to second, and with him kind of being a back end player as far as I know for most of his life, if not all. So keeps that comfort zone there as well. I haven't skipped in a while, so I feel like that's less of a change for myself, and I was wrong. So yeah, just to be blunt with myself, it wasn't any struggles with anyone but me, really. Aaron played really well. I just felt like there was an opportunity for Aaron to set up ends better than I ever could. So and he's very naturally good at it, and yeah, I think it was the right move. But yeah, for this year so far, making the change back to having me back to third, I brought it up in the off season, just between Mike and myself, our coach, and like I didn't want to bring up the full team. I'm like, am I crazy? Like, is this something I should keep to myself, or are we gonna talk about this a little bit more? And yeah, he talked to our other coach John, and kind of spiraled and went to full team discussion, and Aaron was very supportive of it right off the bat, and yeah, there's not really a whole lot of egos with that sort of thing on our team, where heck, I'll sit on the bench. So yeah, I don't think there's any issues with positions and feeling like someone should have more whatever. We're adults, so we're all very honest with ourselves, and at the end of the day, we want the best team that's gonna hopefully get us to the Olympics. So that was kind of the process with that.
Like on the middle one.
And then your tolerance is the double peel. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
Well, we see Aaron coming down here for conversation. This is
Okay, just a hair high.
first of Aaron's rocks here.
Do you want just smooth?
What do you like in the call here, Tyler?
Yeah, you gotta
It's a tough one.
you gotta get moving on some of those.
Yeah.
It's getting pretty late in the end. Only 4 shots left.
Getting scary.
Yeah, you gotta still make sure that you're gonna score here.
Yeah.
If you give up, get forced, you're still not out of the game.
Yeah.
All you need is a force and deuce or 3 and a steal in the last. But a steal here is pretty much game over. So statistically wise,
Yeah.
but getting 1 is definitely a higher percentage win than giving up a steal by a long shot. So yeah, gotta start making a play. And by all means, a blank here isn't the end of the world either. So yeah, I think a lot of the times teams start to blow their brains out when the game gets tight and late. But no, smart of them to kind of keep themselves in the game a little bit.
Oh, nice shot by Aaron. And get rid of both those ones at the front now. Opens it up and sets them up for her second and for Corryn's shots to, like you said, maybe get some points on the board for themselves. Or the blank, if need be. But important to open that up. If you're Team Reese-Hansen, you looking to just keep that pressure on and try to control the front here?
For sure, yeah. I think there's a great opportunity to get a force.
Yeah.
And you gotta realize.
Or steal again. Who knows?
Yeah,
You never know.
exactly.
Steals can come out of nowhere, as we found out.
But at the same time, you don't want to push too hard and cluster them like so and bring the blank in play.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if you can force or steal, man, your odds of winning are flying up.
And there it is, little deep there, and Corryn right away saw the angles and is excited about potentially getting rid of all of them.
Yeah, a little low. They should all move.
Yeah.
Just a hair high. Even if you just make this double, that's fine.
You see that with
There you go. Plan B also sounds good.
Enough.
I think what's separating these teams from past years is when you listen to them, their communication, I think, has gone way up since last couple of years.
Right.
Hearing how much they're talking kind of in between shots with each other and paths and line, how we want to throw this. They're doing that substantially well compared to previous years.
Yeah, hard, Corryn, hard. Good, Aaron.
All the way. There you go. Nice shot.
Bit of a weird rule that a lot of people don't know that was possible there. If a rock goes out past the back line and spins back in, do you know if it's in or out?
If it spins back in,
Yeah.
Let's call it in.
It is out. Which is a tricky one because when people don't know that, they're arguing, well, it's in the 12-foot.
Right.
But no, if it crosses the back line and spins back in, it is considered out
Still
of play.
Out of play.
Yeah.
This is why you're here, Tyler. To answer all these really important life questions that people need to know.
Very nice still, regardless.
Yeah.
Big rule guru, so I know which ones I can break.
Perfect. I'm glad that you figured it all out. That's what people think of when they think the name Tyler, like rule breaker, always. Yes, yeah. Built like an elephant and a rule breaker. This is what we've learned today about Tyler Tardy. That is quite the tardy party that happens at your house then. Wow. Breaking rules and an elephant who dances and sings. Perfect.
So I don't think it's happening.
Just the nose hit there.
Okay, nice try 15 probably here.
This pass is really good.
Opportunity for Team Brown here, Tyler.
Like we need a low.
Yeah, definitely a good call to go for it. You could try to make that double and bring the blank in play, but that still gives them an opportunity to kind of hit and roll under and give you the force anyway. So deuce is obviously way better than a blank, and if you can take that opportunity, you got to pounce on it. So
just about the tee, like full 8.
Yeah, get a 2 and an even end and be tied with 2 ends to play. Not a bad situation.
No, deuce, force, deuce.
Yeah. Game over.
Yeah, simple as that.
Toss. There's the rule book right there on how to play the
Yeah.
game.
Whoa line.
Problem solved.
Whoa line.
More
whoa
points
line,
wins.
Whoa line.
Ah, that's the key to success. When's your book coming out?
I can't read or write, so probably never.
Wow, we'll have to talk to your mother about that. She should be listening and commenting about this non-reading and writing technique.
Yeah, fun fact for you. Any guesses how many books I've read in my life?
Oh my God. Do we get a ballpark? I'm guessing
No,
it's under
no.
how many people sit in a ballpark.
Sorry.
I'm gonna guess for sure it's under that number.
I will only count if I only got halfway through it, I won't count it. So how many books total
so is it
have I
less
read?
the amount of people that sit in one like row at a ballpark?
Oh yeah.
God, we're at like 1.
This is it. We're close. 3.
Wow, do you know them all too?
Yeah.
You still remember them?
Yeah.
You didn't read books in school like ever?
Oh, I was a Spark Notes guy.
Oh my God.
Oh, I hated reading. Still do.
Wow.
I
For anyone listening that reads, it's okay if you read.
it's funny because I've always been very interested in reading, but once I start,
What part of it is interesting you?
it's over. I've always had like a
What's
a
the
thing
interesting part for you of reading that you can't follow
for
through?
that I don't know because I love books, hate reading them.
I love looking at books.
Yeah, the thought of reading a book is the greatest thing in the world,
Yeah,
but
it's not your
oh
follow-through.
my goodness.
Okay. I'm glad you like the thought of books.
Yeah.
That's good. I'm glad you like that. That's
I'm
good.
all about education. If you count like board game manuals,
all around
oh,
education.
hundreds. But
So those you'll read.
yeah,
Perfect.
yeah.
That up. Good sweep and
Do we ever throw
Nice
the same
sweep there
pass,
from
which is probably
Team
the nicest on the
Reese-Hansen
ice?
to keep that. Just get it out of there, and force is fully on now.
yeah.
Just a pound
no,
more
I
probably
know,
here?
I knew I sent it. I was like,
What did she split you at?
Sorry?
What was the last one?
15-6.
15, 6, 11.
Wait,
Yeah,
was
probably a 14-5 here.
close?
It makes sense of how hard we hit that.
It might
you
have
didn't
been
struggle to get out at all.
consistently half a second out.
All right, here we go. Last rock, 6th end. Corryn Brown facing 3, but has a nice open path. Just needs full 8 foot at least to get her single. Everyone's pretty quiet, so we're going to assume that's a good thing, right, Tyler?
Yeah, safe to assume. Nobody looks panicked over it.
Everyone looks happy. And there it is. Toss a single on the board. Team Brown. They still trail, though, after 6, 4-3. We'll be back with end number 7. Reese-Hansen will have hammer. All right, we are back here for end number 7, and there you go. Thank you, Corryn Brown, for putting that score on the or that point on the scoreboard for us. As we saw, Corryn Brown scored 1 in the 6th to cut the lead deficit to 1. It is 4-3 Team Reese-Hansen playing 7. Team Reese-Hansen will have hammer here. So before we get back to this game, let's do a little quick around the rings action on what's happening here at the Okotoks Curling Club with some B-side games. There's already some finals on the board. Team Schwaller, we talked about earlier, scoring that big 5 and 4. They stole another 2 in 5, and that was handshakes. 10-2 final, Team Schwaller over Team Hilker. Team Kang, we talked about their 3s that they scored in the 1st and the 6th. They stole 1 in 7 as well, and that was handshakes. Team Kang knocks off Team Tiranzoni 7-1. That moves Team Tiranzoni to the seaside grind. I'm not sure many people would have expected that, but that's where they will be, and that's where they'll try to fight to make playoffs. Other games, Team Morrison, Team Arana, they are on the ice right now as well. It is a 3-3 tie going back and forth. Very close game, lots of rocks in play every end, as we'd expect out of those two teams. Team Sturmey, they just picked up a steal in 5. They have the 3-1 lead over Team Richards right now. And on the far sheet, we've got Team Kui up 3-4-1 over Team Dujong is what it looks like. And I believe that is our C elimination game. Winner of that stays alive. Loser will unfortunately be done here at the Autumn Gold. Yes, it is 4-1. Just saw the score going up there. And that's where we stand. Most of the games in the 6th or 7th end. We'll keep you updated. All right, Tyler, what's going on in this game? Our feature, our A qualifier game here in the 7th end.
Yeah, big.
Womp womp is what happening is what apparently. Thanks for that. Taylor, that's what she's thinking about this end? Womp womp?
Yeah, this is.
You agree to that, Tyler?
No, it's not terrible.
Not womp womp?
I mean, if you make those two really good, it's very hard to get anything going. But yeah, it definitely opens the door a little bit. But up 1 with, all you need to do is score, and you should be feeling reasonably comfortable to finish off this game.
Hard! You gotta go! Really hard! You really gotta go! No roll. Okay. Get away.
Big yells on that one from Sarah and from Corryn.
Really close to catching this.
So if you're in the 7th end here, Tyler, you're up 1, A qualifier game, big game, taking on a provincial rival. Is Team Reese-Hansen's goal here just to put a score on the board?
Yeah, that'd be a great goal.
Yeah.
I think this comes down to knowing your own analytics and what works better for you, because a lot of people prefer to be tied with actually over up to without. So yeah, it really just comes down to knowing yourself and what works best for you. So you can play this end slightly different and with a little bit more control your own destiny based on knowing that. And good thing is the other team doesn't know what you want, so they gotta kind of figure that out as they go. But I think Corryn at the same time would be happy with a steal or a force in that situation. But
for sure,
if they're given that option, it's very nice to know what works better for you.
Well, that was a nice last shot there, and we saw Corryn put the broom down. She's going to go in and do a little guard here at the front of the house. What's your preference on that, Tyler? Like you mentioned, of the 2 up without tie game, one with all the different scenarios there. Is there one that you're maybe not? Let's go with the opposite. Instead of saying one that you favor, is there one that you're just absolutely like, I'm not a fan of this at all. I don't like this idea.
It's funny. I don't actually like being up 2 without.
Yeah.
I'd rather be tied with. My reasoning behind that is if you gave up a 2 and 8, the ice is going to be a little bit worse in the extra end, so you might as well just
finish it off.
Yeah, have slightly better ice in 8 being tied with.
Yep.
That's my own preference, and most people disagree with me, and that's okay. But yeah, and then I prefer the down 1 with over up 1 without personally. Yeah. It's more fun to make the shot for the win. So.
Well, we'll see which of the 2 options comes to play in this game. always sounds nice.
Good throw, Kim. Perfectly.
And stays right in there. That's a nice shot.
Yeah, I like
That
it.
could come back to help him out
Top
later
four.
in the game. Or in the end, I should say.
Yeah.
My thought was to do it on the next one, but I don't mind it now.
How important was that, Tyler, to keep that rock in the house?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very, very big potential point. Yeah, the difference
15,
between
like high
being
15s,
forced
I
and
think.
getting a deuce possibly. So, and yeah,
Like a little more
deuce
into
is,
the ice than some of my
can't
others.
remember off the top of my head, but it's got to be somewhere in the 90s
More
for
than mine.
win odds if you're up 3 in the last end. But
Dad?
I do like that they're coming in on this. I thought they were actually going to come in on the last shot because I think if they made it perfect, they were probably peeling the guard anyway, and you can make a pretty reasonably easy guard on that versus if you came in on the tight guard on their first one and then they peel the top. It's not giving you a whole lot of room to really come around that.
Yeah.
And maybe leaving them a short slash even to catch out of the red on the side for. So I like that they're coming in now.
Hard Sam, go, yep, yep.
Top 8.
Hard Sam. Hard Sam, gotta go, go Sam, go, 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 go.
Hard.
Good spot.
There you go. Nice shot there.
Yeah, 15-4. Ever peeled
All right. What do you do if you're Taylor?
Yeah, I'd be considering trying to peel this guard into the side for one.
Peel the guard. Try and catch the red.
There you go.
No, they heard me.
Everyone listens to Tyler over here, man. What's next for you, Tyler? Dancing with the Stars? Like, what's going on here? What aren't you doing?
You do not want to see me on Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, now we do want to see you on Dancing with the Okay, so we know Grand Slam's trying this karaoke thing. That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Can we maybe shift to now doing a Dancing with the Stars version of you?
I will not be bringing that one up.
I definitely think that's what needs to happen. Tyler Tardy dancing with the Stars.
That'd be a disaster.
Wasn't there a Canadian show, Dancing on Ice?
Oh, that sounds
There
familiar.
was with
Yeah,
figure
yeah.
skaters. There you go, Tyler. We'll get you on
Wow.
that.
This looks very close.
That's really close.
Good shot.
Yeah, that was nice.
Great shot, Meg.
It was a great shot, actually. Like, we were corrected. Not a good shot. Great shot. I thought Taylor's mic was only a one-way mic, but apparently maybe it's not, and she can hear us now. We said good shot. She's like, no, it was a great shot. Corrected us very fast.
Agree? Yeah, I agree. I think I like it.
Line's good. 2. Curl.
Yeah, you go. 3. Yeah, we gotta get to the line. Hard time.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
3. It's really tight. Good.
That's fine.
All right. Little deep there, Tyler?
It does the job. I think
job?
regardless, as long as it's in front, they're probably going to be peeling.
Peeling anyway, yeah.
I don't think they need to really worry about the freeze. Looks like a very hard force right now. Yeah, I think they can pretty safely just peel out here and wait for Team Brown to make a move in the house. By the time they need to get shot, you should have a pretty reasonably easy double to get upwards of 3 points, really, but depending how it shakes out.
We'll talk about it.
There we go. Coming down. Debating the peel or coming in there. Let's we got their mics on. Let's hear the conversation and see what they decide.
Yeah. I mean, they'd have to freeze it really good on the nose for us. The only thing is like
pretty
they
tough.
could wrap this way and get shot.
To sit shot.
Like that's probably her shot if we leave the guard.
That? Okay. I'm good with that. Yeah.
Yeah, first off, get rid of the guard.
Well, we may as well throw it hard. It's pretty hard to roll it on.
Maybe. But, Prince first. They probably want us to leave the guard.
Hey, peel. Okay.
There you go. Good conversation there from the team. Deciding to go with the peel, and
They probably want us to leave the guard, so.
it's good conversation there from the front end as well, and asking what does the other team want. So you kind of start thinking that a little bit as well. Hey, Tyler, when you're making decisions, like, what is the other team? What's going to help them by what we're doing?
Yeah, exactly. And good call, just playing the easiest shot. They were talking sort of for a little bit on hitting and rolling in, but not only is it a hard shot that could risk an over curl and leave a guard, but not terrible.
No.
But yeah, on the hit and roll, you didn't really need to get another one biting. If you make the straight peel, it's like you don't need to play for 3 or 4. Like a deuce is pretty much
game over.
Ball game, yeah. So you don't really need to get more out of what you already have.
Yeah.
My first thought was come around. Christmas tree's not
Kind of
bad,
just,
though.
you know, what they say, learn to take yes for an answer. So.
Not if we leave it mostly open.
Team Brown's going to come down for a conversation, so let's do the same. Let's listen to Team Brown's conversation.
Yeah. Yeah, and then we have a guard for later. I think you just want to almost touch the line, so it's tight. Like even if you're top 12, if you come this way, that's okay. I don't mind that though too. That was my first thought from the other end.
Just go here or
Yeah.
go deep.
That was my first thought.
Top 8.
Yeah, just play top 4 like this.
Yeah.
Let me know too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Speed's okay here, I think, as long as you finish the throw. I think she needs a 15.
There's a good example of what you were talking about earlier in this game, Tyler.
That's what
That
Aaron's
maybe,
was.
like you said, maybe the little differences that this team has done in communication.
As long as
There's a
you
good
finish the throw,
four-person
it's very
discussion on what to do and looking at all the
Yeah, so
options
yeah,
and
for-
figuring
I
out
think
what their shots are here. We're on
15-3.
skip stones. This is at the very end of this end here.
Yeah, and I love that they're all very
So
much
a
on the
little
same
less
page.
relaxed.
Everyone's bought in, and there's no kind of questions on should we be doing this or not.
Everyone knows what to do on this rock, and team shot coming up here. Corryn Brown's first. We're in skip stones here in the 7th end. Team Reese-Hansen with hammer and leading 4-3.
Interesting, taking a little bit of a gamble on this shot. Clustering, it makes the run back easier. If you're kind of even with it, it's pretty hard to miss them both. And it brings kind of a couple in play. You could just change your mind and force them to play a hit and roll by just nosing that one on the side and going for the force instead.
Right.
But I mean, obviously, if they make the hit and roll and perfect, and you give up a deuce, you kind of look silly. But I'd be very tempted here to actually go for the run back.
Yeah. They haven't looked at it at all, hey?
No, and play more of like a slash. You kind of have a lot of room for error to catch at least one of them. And getting rid of a center obviously is very good if you want to make sure you can score. But yeah, if you happen to catch us thick and they hit and roll under perfect, then I don't love throwing against 2. So
No.
We can move it out anyway.
I like opening up the center personally.
We didn't see them even talk about opening it up or the run back or anything. What do you think is the reason for maybe not thinking of that shot, Tyler? Is there a risk there that's...
It's a little bit of a scary shot in theory. If you just peel it off, you're thinking you didn't make a whole lot of progress. But at the same time, like, what do they really do?
Yeah.
In my opinion. So if those are gone and then they make some sort of tap, you're either gonna have a Mickey Mouse pair pants double. They give up a 1, which is okay, like we talked about. Or if they make some sort of mistake, you'll still have a deuce. But this still works.
Yep.
Nose is obviously forced territory.
Like a 10.
But I just felt like the slash maybe brought in a multiple a little bit more.
Yeah, kind of putting...
Probably
Slash
what I would
could have
throw, so.
potentially put a little bit more of a clutch and closing out the game in
Yeah.
this end.
Yeah, and I didn't really, as crazy as it sounds, see much of a downside.
Right.
Go to 10-5.
Okay, 10-5. Yeah, I like it.
Do you guys like that?
Yeah.
It's probably like if I call
But
board.
some people might call me crazy.
Fair enough.
You guys like that
Just
one?
for that reason, or
Yeah.
in general.
Yeah.
Yeah. The elephant who dances
Yeah.
around
Got it. Take your time.
his house, and
Nice
The
10-5.
singing, dancing elephant.
but not on Wednesday afternoons because he doesn't talk to them. Right.
Yeah, exactly.
And doesn't read books.
Can't
but loves-
read.
But loves looking at them. They look pretty on the wall. That's the important thing. He doesn't know the titles, but as long as they look good.
10.
Yep.
God, we're learning so much about you today, Tyler. I mean, I've only interviewed you like how many times, and look at all these things I've just learned today about you. There we go. That was the call.
Yeah, so now it's a big deciding factor if you want to be tied or if you want to be
Yep.
up 2. So
Looks like they're wanting the point.
mhm.
We don't have to remove it.
It'll
though.
go here. Yeah.
So that was obviously their plan, was
We
to
don't
put
have to remove it,
point on the
though.
board for them in this end.
We can play a lower weight.
Because they didn't even discuss it, like you said, Tyler, about potentially just giving up the 1 here.
11-5. Okay, we got to get to the inside a little. Yeah. Yeah.
And like you said, there's nothing wrong with that either.
Nope, not at all.
Up 2 without hammer, playing the last
I'll
end.
give you the
They're
good read
obviously
again.
very
Yeah,
confident in their
perfect.
defense because
Mhm.
they've only held them to 1 every time.
Yeah, exactly.
Ride the playbook that got you here. Here we go, last rock, 7th end. Skipper, Taylor Reese-Hansen with her final, facing 2.
Whoa! 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 Curl! 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 Hard!
Coming over now. All right, Tyler, eagle eye.
Looking like red to me.
I'll go yellow just to be different so we have
Okay.
something to argue about.
That's fair.
Let's hope they measure,
It's right there.
because that'd be more fun for us. Plus, we haven't had one yet.
I don't know.
I don't even remember what color I said I was picking. What'd we
I
say?
got a 12-5. Like I got.
I said yellow.
12-5?
You said
Yeah, I
red.
got half.
Yep.
Right. Kate, let's hold to that.
Do you know what happens in a tied measure?
Ends canceled. Boom. Move on to the next one. It's a
Yeah.
blanker.
I mean,
I don't think that's gonna happen here.
No, probably unlikely.
I was like, we're light.
Yeah.
Are you hoping that's what happens here?
Like you said, you're like.
I mean, it'd be
I mean,
entertaining for us.
if-
I don't
if
think
you're-
either of them. I
If
don't
you're
know.
Team Reese-Hansen, you're cheering for the blank for sure.
Or they're one.
Yeah, we did know that.
They were okay with
We
getting
all
their
knew.
one.
Blank is for sure better
Okay. Well, yes,
than one.
obviously.
Do you know what happens if an official burns a measure?
No,
Ooh.
it's
No, I've never seen that before. Have you seen that
I
happen?
have, yeah.
Oh, what happened? Did you punch them
You
out or what? You got
push
all
them
aggressive?
back and replay the end.
You pushed the official out of the way and punched him out of the way, and then
Yeah,
you went
exactly.
full elephant mode and knocked him out.
Yeah, it was funny because the one I saw was a measure for either 1 or a steal,
Oh,
and
okay, yeah.
I mean,
then they replayed the end and the team got 3, so the other team wasn't too happy with that.
That's not what you want to see happen.
Sorry, I was yapping. I didn't see who got shot. Okay,
We
Potentially
think
pointed
we
at a
think
red.
pointed at a red.
all right.
I think that like
Which would be tie game, but let's go see. We're gonna wait and see here what's going.
8 shots. Let's go, guys.
Yeah, looks
Looking like an 8.
Yep. Brown's going to throw first rock, so there we go. Thank you very much. Tie game here. We are going to be coming home in the 8th end, tied at 4. Team Reese-Hansen will have hammer here. And remember, winner of this game, well, they get tomorrow off, and then we won't see them again until Monday for the playoffs in the quarterfinal. Loser this game, they will drop down to the B side and still be in a sitting pretty good position. Just need one more win to make the playoffs, but they'll be back on the ice tomorrow. So let's see what happens here. 8th end.
Wow. Wow. Close.
Line's good.
Oh, we're close. Probably me. No, we're still a 3.
I'm gonna guess we're not going to an
Sarah,
extra
if
end
you
here, Tyler.
can.
Very unlikely.
Keep looking, though.
Unless
keep
we get
looking.
a measure for the tie like we just talked
Or
about.
rollout.
Or
Go,
okay.
I've seen
go,
that.
Hard circle.
Yeah, that's
Go,
true.
Sarah, yep.
Almost had a double extra end.
You did?
Yeah.
When?
Yeah.
Good, Sammy.
Recently?
It was many years ago
Oh,
against
jeez.
Mark Keane in Oakville.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, a little.
Yeah, the organizers are stressing because they had their big reveal of their first big stream, and it was the next draw, and they were already delayed because of our long extra end, and hung on to bite the 12 before stopping.
Wow.
Otherwise, double extra end. Yeah.
A little shout out to Marquine, Ontario champion from 2015, and
Yeah,
just
and
won an
recent
event
champion.
last weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to be skyrocketing up the Twine Time rankings there.
It's a big fan, and I mean, Mark's got his own beer out now, so there's even more reasons to love Marquine.
Yeah, exactly.
Sponsoring events now, getting beer out there under Run Back, so another
pretty cool.
very similar, like you're saying, Tyler, with the cool stuff you're doing on social media, how just grow the sport and expand out to new people. Shout out to Mark and Mallory and what the work they're doing as well, and having a brewery and sponsoring more events, and that's also good for the sport. It gets the name out there more.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now what we need is just for Mark to have that beer out here, so then you can have it
Yeah.
during your Instagram
Exactly.
stuff.
Yeah.
There's got to be some collaboration here. So
Yeah, for
Mark
sure.
Keane, man, like he should be hitting you up, and how can we double dip this? God, it's like you both need a marketing manager. Someone who does PR. I don't know who would do that for you. I don't know anybody that does PR, has a degree in PR from the University of Oregon, sitting right here. I'm missing a Ducks game for this too.
Really?
I'm stressed. I'm very stressed right now because it was a tie game when we started this game. And I know the game's over, and I'm not looking at my phone because I'm scared. Taking on an undefeated 7th-ranked team in the nation this weekend, and we're ranked number 3.
Wow.
So.
Whoa, more line. Top 8. Whoa, you're way out there. Top 4. You're way out there.
This is good. Curling is keeping me in a less stressed environment than if I was at home yelling at my TV. Yelling at CBS.
Oh, man.
All right, bit of a miss on that one there, Tyler.
Yeah.
Deep there, right?
I'm wondering if their second rock, whatever they're throwing, is a little bit straight and fast because they had the exact same scenario last end.
Yep.
So I'd be curious what number that was and if they're going to note that for the future. But
I'm guessing they don't like that rock very much right now.
yeah, I don't know if they just chalk it up to, I think a lot of teams sometimes don't give themselves enough credit and they think it was a bad throw when really there's a lot more difference in rocks than a lot of people realize. So I'm a huge rock blamer.
Nice.
Sometimes.
You're always willing to blame something
Yeah,
else.
yeah, exactly.
Nicely played.
Never
Nicely
my
played.
fault.
No, of course not. No.
So yeah, I'd assume with the exact same miss twice now that it's probably the rock and they should take a look at that for future games.
Can't blame ourselves.
No, absolutely not.
No, not with that fresh haircut you got.
No.
There, Tyler. Like, come on. People don't look
Yeah.
like that, and
Yeah.
it can't be their fault.
Yeah, when I'm overthrowing them from my aerodynamics,
It has to. Yeah.
It's there.
Yeah, it has to be. Or the facial hair gets in your way.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
it's getting
exactly.
out of control there.
On your way by and just do
Is this the new look you're rocking for the rest of the season there?
I don't know. I kind of change my look every
You haven't figured
couple
out what you're
days.
going to rock for the trials?
No
Like,
no
you
idea.
going to do anything fun with your hair?
Yeah,
Are we shaving things into it?
I'll
Or let's do
grow
something
it
exciting?
grow it 9 inches in the next month. So
You can grow your hair 9 inches in a month?
that'd
Wow,
be pretty cool.
That's like Mr. Potato
Superpower.
Head style there. That's impressive. Oh, I wish I was 20 again. Sounds wonderful. Wait till you're old, Tyler, then you get bald.
Doctor says my back's 45, so I wouldn't
Damn.
want it too bad.
Man, if your back is 45, I'd hate to hear what he'd say about mine. I'm scared. Oh, no. 45-year-old back, Tyler. Oh, jeez. It's getting scary. Well, when you have 20-year-old hair and 45-year-old back,
exactly.
I guess you got to pick or choose one of the two.
Yeah. Weighs me down too much.
Right. Yeah, that's fair.
Like I said, life of the not rich and not famous.
I don't know. Those 4 million Instagram followers say something different. I don't know.
I'm sure 95% of them are bots or something.
All those curling bots on Instagram that
exactly.
love you.
Has to curl. Gotta
champion of the
Aaron, you
bots,
gotta go.
Tyler Tardy.
You gotta go, Aaron.
Gotta go, Aaron.
Gotta go, Aaron. You gotta go.
I think Aaron has to go.
Hard.
Not bad.
Good spot.
She went. It
Yeah.
worked. Nicely done. Good job, Aaron. Someone's got to give you some props on everyone yelling at you. All three of them yelling at her.
Just a little off nose.
You like that when you're sweeping, Tyler, where all three of the guys just yell at you and you're the only one doing any work?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
my favorite's when I'm sweeping a rock when the guys are sliding out past the tee line and it gets to the other end and Kev's yelling, "It's light!" What was your first clue?
You don't
Yeah.
say, really? Oh, shoot. Good thing he told you at least.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Just guineas it by there. Tough.
Try and give it a.
All right, Corryn going into.
Just like full eight.
For line,
Top
yeah.
four.
There you
Just
go.
bite the four.
There you go. Thanks, Corryn. We're on third stones now here. 8 rocks to play left in this game. 8th end of a tie game. Winner goes to the playoffs on Monday.
Not much ad.
Loser still alive. Just drop it to B side. They'll be back on the ice tomorrow.
I think you're gonna have to go too. Yeah.
Looks heavy. Looks heavy.
It's just top four.
No, it looks heavy.
Top four.
Close, Sam.
four.
Sam.
Tiny bump. Tiny bump.
Hard, Sam. That's okay.
There you go.
Good speed.
Skips do it all.
Yep.
15.
Good commentary there. All right, if you're Reese-Hansen, what are you looking at now here, Tyler? First of your third stones.
Get to nose and just unlock
Yeah, I
these
think that
doors.
slash that she was first calling was definitely a good way to go. It's a little tricky to get shot right now in a good spot. So I think if you can make that slash across the face, you'll lose 3 of those, the 2 reds and the yellow, and you should have a pretty reasonable open 4-foot on your last worst case scenario. But obviously you gotta make that.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
The other thing, yeah.
Team chat, let's take a listen.
The one I don't really think like that. It opens it up. Like those are kind of good for them right now, right?
Yeah.
Are we? I think if we're doing this, we're flipping the script, right? Like we're
Yeah.
like. And it's just like.
Yeah.
It's just a T line weight. Like even if you freeze, it's pretty good. Okay.
Yeah.
I think so. Just slightly on the inside.
Yeah.
Like even if you're there, right? It's pretty good because anything
Because if
that
that
comes
comes back, it's hitting and rolling that way.
Yeah.
But I do like unlocking it a
Yeah.
little bit.
Just like 3/4 low at T line.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's make it.
7/8 if that's all you got.
Yeah. Pretty good.
There we go. Good team chat there.
I know.
You like the conversation and the shot selection there, Tyler?
Yeah, for sure. And you kind of heard Taylor mention flip the script, and
Yeah.
if you didn't know what that means, it's kind of just changing your kind of style of play this end from peeling everything to drawing. That's kind of what she means by that.
Even a 15.
When you look at the rocks right now, Tyler, who do you looking at the house and everything? Who would you have the advantage to right now in this end?
Yellow currently, but I mean when you're playing some of these shots, it can change it in a hurry.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, if this is made very well, then it's going to be very, very hard for Team Brown to steal. But it can get a little hairy if it doesn't go exactly as planned.
Yeah, it kind of looks advantage for either one and scary for either one
Yeah,
all at the
yeah,
same time
exactly.
right now.
Hard, guys, hard. You got a good one.
The whole way now.
Hard. Keep going.
Just slight little
Really good.
rub there, the paper
Yeah.
rub on the front. Ooh, what do you do if you're Corryn now with her first?
Does that
I'm
get
not
the
convinced
yellow?
that pick is
that?
the way to go.
Does that get the
Yeah.
yellow
Um,
too?
I can't.
What they
hear
first called,
Sorry,
because
I said,
I
does it
do.
get that yellow too?
It might bounce it, which
It
is.
looks like
I
you
think we
touch
kind of
it.
want to.
I agree. I think it'll drag into that.
What, do you like peel weight? Just try to.
I think if we're throwing that throw weight, yeah. Lose
Yeah, so they're talking about this, but my concern would be where that red one's going to go.
I think we're kind of just trying to open
If
up
it
for
spills
my
outside
last,
4 and they
really.
make the hit and roll under, it's
Game.
pretty much, yeah, titty ball game.
Because we're only hitting like a quarter, right?
But they're all sold, so
I think it's almost easier to control
sounds
with, like,
sounds
bigger weight.
convincing enough for me. But yeah, I'd be curious to I'm a bit of a psychopath, but playing through the hole to kind of
Psychopath now.
to nose that that red.
Descriptions we're getting out of you on this, Tyler. Man.
Speaking of flipping the script, holy smokes!
Psychopath elephant. Oh, there's just who doesn't read. There's just so much happening.
Yeah, so if this sticks there, it's
Yeah.
a dream shot.
Yeah.
But if it spills open, it could get hairy again.
My apologies. Earlier I said it was Corryn's first. This is Aaron's last rock here. We still in third stones here, not skipper stones yet. Yep, there you go. Gotta be happy with that result.
Yeah, I think it's just okay for that red being the hit and roll. Yeah, I think that slash is a pretty good call. I'd be inclined to try to do a bit of a chase, even if he knows it. It's pretty hard for them to get under.
Yeah.
And then if they do nose again, that run's pretty short for you to just kind of blast and open it up. But nothing wrong with this as well.
Yeah, is this kind of wanting to make sure that Taylor's got a path of some sort on her last as well?
My
Open things up?
concern is that with that yellow one there right now, if you play these peels, they're probably going to be guarding that one on the side 4, and then you're not really going to have much of an opportunity to draw in there with kind of 2 like side 4 corner guard sort of a thing. So you're probably going to have to play some sort of hit, and I mean that slash is there, but if you don't make it, then it's going to be hard to get in the 4-foot if you need to draw. You're going to need another Kitazawa spinner off the intern to get in there.
That's also going to be in your book, right, of how to throw that, since
Yeah,
you've mastered
exactly.
that art form now.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll never read your own book, but
No.
I'm guessing you're just dictating it to some
My
machine.
ghostwriter.
Yes, yes. You'll just speak it to somebody, and then they'll do all the actual work?
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect, wonderful.
Just on the A for depth.
Okay.
Hope they don't talk to you on a Wednesday afternoon.
What do you think for speed
Won't be
here?
a good day for them.
Speed out here is not bad. Yeah, it's the same thing. If you finish it nice, it'll run okay.
So Corryn Brown's first here, and I think they called the guard on that one? On this
Yep.
one?
Yeah.
I agree. Speed's good. It's really tight.
Lines look pretty good.
Short. It's a little short. No, it's on the A. Oh, it went further than we thought. Sorry. Okay.
I'm curious if they chose to go that deep to kind of bait Taylor into playing that shot.
Playing the shot, yeah.
And yeah, if it doesn't work out well, it's works out pretty well for Brown, but
We hit it over the top. It'll go back.
pretty much a game winner if you make this.
Yep.
Thick third. Thin half actually is close.
Yeah.
Heel?
Yeah.
Yeah, you make this. This is kind of your TSN turning point of the game.
Mhm.
Thin half. Okay.
And nice to have that you get to do this shot on your first.
Yeah. Even a third's
At
close.
least the game's not on the line on here.
Yeah,
This-
yeah,
on this shot.
exactly.
Sight down.
Taylor Reese-Hansen prepping for her first here in the 8th end. Tie game.
Whoa. 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 Straight. Straight. Whoa. Whoa. Curl.
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 Oh.
Okay. Good throw.
or do we ever going here?
Yeah, do you come in again on this one, Tyler, with your last?
Yeah, it's
Just leave her that.
interesting.
I actually don't hate that.
Yeah, it's a good call. Being a biter makes
Bite,
the
yeah.
slash a little bit scarier to throw.
Yep.
Yeah.
Even if we're frozen on
Is
there,
that where
it's
the
not
broom
bad,
was?
right? Okay.
I don't even hate if you can try to throw like a back
throw,
four
okay.
kind of a thing.
Mm.
Tap maybe like
Allow me.
3/4 of that red on the inside and try to spin under a hair.
Well, here we go. This is Corryn Brown's last rock. She'll get settled in the hack. We'll get the hand warmer. Here it comes. Come on, Corryn. Perfect.
You got it.
There we go. Now we know she's set and ready to go. Last rock, Corryn Brown. Trying to pick the pocket of Reese-Hansen here in the 8th for the win. Sitting one right now.
Actually, weight's not bad. No, top 12, top 12. Top 8, top 12.
Where do you want it? Top 12.
Past your broom.
Caught in the middle on this one, Tyler, a little there on weight.
Yeah, a little bit.
Torn between two options.
Okay. Interesting.
If they swept that to curl a little bit more, it's going to be a
Yeah.
very, very hard score. That nose hit,
Yep.
and that'll do it.
Well, I think we got to play it a little
Yeah,
thinner
but
and try and get these.
Gave her an option now,
Yeah.
right?
Mm.
Just stay with the one on that
I mean,
side.
Right on the nose.
Still gonna make them though.
Yep.
Nothing's
Yeah,
a given.
for sure.
Nothing's ever in a given.
Yeah. Heel. Yeah. Yeah, we just played it. Yeah.
I think this shot's now our TSN turning point.
Yeah, yeah.
For the game, either way.
The game-winning shot's usually a safe one.
Usually a good call here. All right, last rock, 8th end. Last rock of the game. Tie game, Taylor Reese-Hansen. The win is on her rock right now. If she makes this shot, they are off to the quarterfinals on Monday.
Oh!
The whole way. Now that boom. Hands go up. Beautiful shot by Taylor Reese-Hansen to pick up 2 here in 8. They will pick up the 6-4 win, and the team upset run continues, knocking off all these higher ranked teams. Rankings mean nothing, not to Team Reese-Hansen. They are off to the quarterfinals on Monday. They will get Sunday off. Team Brown, we will see them back on the ice tomorrow in the B side. That'll do it for us here at the Okotoks Hurling Club. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Tyler, last words, of course, go to our all-star commentator known as Tyler Tardy.
Godspeed.
Just like normal.
Well, I guess if we dropped, we didn't have to play Terranzoni anyway because they lost. That's wild.
Great lash shot. Thanks.
Oh, shot on your last.
Yeah. Oh, even my first, I thought we had it. And then I was like, oh.
Yeah. And your double peel fucking missed it by like
An inch.
Yeah. All right. Probably